is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. after another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems.
Okay, so I already talked to these guys beforehand. We already got a viewer. How you doing? This is the new campaign. We're just starting. I actually had to create this in about
Hi, Mike.
4 days, really? Like, pretty much 4 or 5 days. So I didn't get to plan out the entirety of the world, but at least for this for this first game, it won't matter that much. So let me just go over what you guys kind of all know, that you register to be a part of the Guardians, which is a group that's kind of guild-like, even though the guild part of it fell out many, many years ago, and you have kind of transitioned to just being pretty much a staple entity in this world, or the guild itself has kind of transcended that label. So they're kind of globally recognized. There's a bunch of other people out there that are also adventurers and doing stuff. And this story follows this group of death metal tryouts. Super edgy. We're looking at all of them here. Are we going to get Beard Cam,
If you want it.
Yeah. I want to see your reactions when shit goes crazy. So, death, yes. Metal, no. Allergic, you're a druid. So, you all would have traveled towards the town of Ashenham, where it's very tricky to get to. Some of you were a little bit closer than others. This would actually be closer to where Lou's character started. So you'd have had a shorter journey than the rest of you. So it's still very, it's up north. It's very cold right now. It's in its winter. This area does experience seasons. Just right now it happens to be very, very cold and a snowstorm happening. You would have been able to make it to the first town that's kind of near Ashenham, and you stay the night there, and then you would have traveled to this one the day of your, or the morning of your appointment with your representative. And you were asked to go to the tavern called the Wet Tabard Tavern. Just a bit of a tongue
The Wet
twister.
Tabard.
Yep, the Wet Tabard Tavern. God damn, I can't hit the tavern part after I say tabard. You try it, Lou.
The Wet Tabard Tavern.
There you go.
Not that hard.
It's not that
Wet
hard.
Tavern, Wet Tavern.
All right, Mike, you show off.
Show off. So, they all arrive at this tavern, and when you got there, it was a little bit tricky to find this tavern. For one, it's very dark. Your meeting was at a little after dawn, about dawn time. They wanted you to be there by sunup, essentially. And it was really dark. The snow was coming down. All the lights were out. But eventually you found a sign kind of stuck in the snow outside of a building, and it was the Wet Tabard Tavern. So you went inside, and it was really, really cold outside, and then as soon as you walked in, your ears kind of popped as you just felt this warmth and the smells of food and flowers and just, very welcoming atmosphere, just kind of transitioned you into this new warm environment. And we're going to pull up the map right now for that. Is this the right one? Good. Should have probably labeled them. So go ahead and move your tokens to where you want to be. Oh,
We're not on your map.
Nope.
now you are.
Oh, there's
Oh,
music.
Who's the hot chick? I'm gonna go and flirt with her immediately.
Immediately. Alright.
Oh no, getting character, Lewis. Getting character.
Which
So,
one?
I'm guessing you're
There's
going
two.
over here.
The one behind, yeah.
That
The other
hot
one's
chick.
edgy.
The one that's almost dead, obviously.
Almost dead. Let's see if you can see that. Oh, yeah, you can.
We put our characters where we would be in the tavern.
Yeah, so as soon as you walked in, the old man would have greeted you. And oddly enough, coincidentally enough, you all arrived about the same time, like almost one right after the other.
Sweet. Is this the bar?
Yeah, that's the bar.
Sweet.
And you see an old man sitting next to the bar. Why doesn't yours start off huge? Did anyone else see that?
What?
No.
But,
I was editing my token.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, I need a token. I'm on it.
You got a token. I gave you one.
Oh yeah. Right, it's not showing up on my screen.
Nah. So you would see a young man practicing in the middle of the room on a training dummy that looks like it was moved there. It doesn't seem like this is where it normally goes. And he's being overseen by an older man who looks very experienced. Like, this man looks like he's been through war. And he's just sitting there kind of idly sharpening his blade, watching over the kid and kind of absently giving him pointers. Like, fix your form, get those shoulders back, stuff like that. The woman kind of doesn't, like, she notices you come in, but she's kind of occupied with a book. Like, she just seems very focused on that, but she's distracted by that and distracted by you guys at the same time. And she's kind of struggling to figure out, like, she wants to even engage with you guys at all. There seems to be a little bit of a little bit of anxiety over that. And the old lady, she is very, very, very sweet, and immediately just kind of goes over and says, oh fuck, let me turn this music down a little bit, because I can't even hear it myself. Here we go. You can't do accents if you can't fucking hear yourself. Sorry for my language. So we got Esketa right here.
Sketty.
Sketty. And she's just going
Where?
to go up to Sketty. Well, first she'll greet all of you guys and be like, welcome everybody. Come on in, it's warm. Cooking up some breakfast if you want some. And she's gonna go over to Sketty. Be like, what can I get you, hun?
Do you have mead?
Of course you got some mead.
Then bring me mead.
Alright. You're gonna go in the back.
Charisma -5.
Charisma -5. All right. And how you guys? I thought you were chat. Oh yeah, you were chatting up the prettiest girl in the room.
No, my character would just be kind of just come in. He's just kind of warming his hands by the fire, just kind of getting the cold out of him.
Yeah, and you would know it's about a half an hour or so until sunup. So you figure that your representative is just not here yet, or she could be representative. You don't know.
Right.
But that is the purpose of you being here. And what you up to, Gaia?
When I walk in, I look around the room, see various people. Don't really care about them. I'm just going to go sit down, open a book, and start writing things.
Like it. And then Doc?
I'm gonna sit down at a table and play with some emblem in my hand.
Okay.
Where's Doc's token?
It's over here.
Oh yeah, with you. Sorry.
Let's see. Did you guys want to go ahead and describe yourselves to each other?
Okay. Scaddy is quite a big lad. He's about 6'2". He's got very long, straggly hair with like beads and stuff in his beard and hair. He's wearing eyeshadow for some inexplicable reason. He's got quite a lot of scars. He's got 3 runes tattooed under his left eye. He's wearing chainmail. He's got a big blue round shield with lightning bolts sort of pointing towards the center around it. He's got an axe with like runic markings on it. He's also wearing a big cloak made out of a wolf with the wolf's head on his left shoulder.
And it's not like it's not like it's a dead wolf. Like, this is a living wolf that's struggling to hold on to him, that you just tied to there, right?
No, it's a dead-skinned wolf, Meg.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Stop it, Meg.
I'm not like wrestling a wolf in the tavern, Meg. Oh, you're breaking my immersion. This is
Sorry,
dramatic.
Okay.
And he's just leaning up the bar. The snow probably still hasn't melted off him,
Mm-hmm.
and he looks thirsty.
Okay. And wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
My guy currently is like standing at the fire, just warming his hands up. You see, he's got a loose cloak around him. And when he sort of turns and moves around, you see he's in quite smart attire, but it looks quite disheveled, like it's been worn a few too many times to still have its like almost that sort of noble appeal. It looks a bit overused, but still that smart sort of cut, and it's definitely been worth some money at some point. He's very dull skin toned, not quite like a black guy, but not quite like a white guy. There's no real shine to his skin. It's almost like a dull grey, quite pale. His hair has got like flashes of like white growing through it. It's just sort of short, mostly well kept, clean shaven. Stands with his shoulders back and stuff as if he's been taught to stand correctly. And he's just kind of pacing up and down in front of the fire, just literally trying to get warm.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is very warm in here, like almost unseasonably warm. It just they do a good job with it. And Gaia?
You may have noticed this might be similar, but it's a relatively young-looking man. Doesn't look above 18. Walked in, he sat down. He's got a nice big yellow coat, which seems to have various little pockets, and seems to be quite thick leather, naturally for the cold. As he comes in, he sits down, pulls the hood down. You do see 2 little horns protruding through his swishy white hair. Seems to be just sat quietly, keeping him to himself. Maybe he mutters every now and then, but just sat there with his book.
And then Doc.
my character is 5'7". He wears a robe with a cowl on. Cowl's dragged over his head. You see some white eyes, some tan skin, a crystal in his hands. Seems to be playing a lot with it. And his hair is grey with streaks of red in it.
Meg, did you give us a name of our meeting person?
Nope.
Okay.
And you didn't receive one either. It just said
Okay.
the Guardians will send a representative.
Okay.
So, while you were waiting, the lady comes out and she puts in front of Skada. God, I'm not gonna ever be able to pronounce his name right.
Scaddy.
Skaddy, not a Skaddy.
Read it, bottom left corner.
Yeah. Really, really difficult. Just pronounce each letter one by one. You get it right.
You're not making the American education system look good, Meg.
Shut up.
Nobody can.
Come. And she puts in front of him some mead, as well as a big plate of breakfast. All the fixins. You got your grits, you got your ham and bacon and eggs, and a muffin.
Wait.
Yeah. She hooked you up.
Scotty's gonna be like, "You are a glorious woman," and I'm gonna just start like necking like mouthfuls of meat and just grabbing the food in my hands and shoveling it into my mouth.
She's like, well met. And then she's gonna go over and start bringing out a tray to pretty much everybody here. You all get about the same thing.
When she gets to me, I'll be like, "I'll have mine at the bar, please, dear."
If it suits ya. What about you, honey? She looks to Light.
Hello?
You hungry?
Yeah, I could eat.
I bet you could. You're skinny as a rail. Come on up. And she's gonna put his tray down on the table over here.
Okay, I won't get up straight away.
Alright, boys. Time to come in and eat. It's breakfast time. And they all just kind of go over, start eating.
Yeah, I'll sort of make my way over to the bar. I sort of turn around and I've warmed up a little bit now. I notice Light. And you're here. How you been?
Oh, hello.
Seen you around a few times. How are you?
Good. You gave me food, right?
Aye.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. How did you? What was it? Your meeting, wasn't it, or something?
It was not what I expected, eh? But they never are. Anyway, I'm eating at the bar if you want to join us, lad.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I will. Be nice to have someone to talk to.
No problem. As you see, as he's like walking over the bar, he's kind of like trying to clear his throat. He seems a bit uncomfortable. Can I get a glass of water, dear?
Coming right out.
Thank you.
And she would have served mead for Scrata, but everybody else would have gotten like orange juice.
Make it the worst. It says it at the bottom of the screen.
Not on my screen.
Scad E.
Skadi.
There it is. Oh, I can
Scatty.
see it now. Scatty. Yeah, I didn't have it up on my screen.
I'll sit down at the bar. Well met, friend. You here for the meeting?
He's just staring into his plate, just like he's probably like got a piece of meat in his mouth, and like the gristles connecting between his hand and his mouth. He's just like scoffing it down. He's just like not even. He's just like not even in. He's just eating.
I'll just look to Light. I'll wait till his plate's clear. So how you been, kid?
Yeah, you know, I've been well. It's been good.
Keeping warm in the winter and all?
Well, That's what the cloak's for, isn't it?
Aye.
What have you been up to? I mean, God, I saw you for maybe 10 minutes, you disappeared, and then I don't see you again.
It's the trade, lad. It's the trade. Hey, listen, any idea of the fellow we're supposed to meet here? I guess you're here for the same jest, same as these guys?
Yeah. Honestly, I thought they would have been here by now. It's kind of almost rude to be late if you're representing your company. You know what I mean?
Aye. That's true. Maybe they are here. Excuse me, old fella. What's your name? I'm sort of turning on my stool and just looking at the old guy with the kid.
Okay. He looks over, just kind of scuffs at being called old. Like, kid. Alexa, I'm not talking to you. And he says, it's Tobias.
Tobias, a grand name.
Yeah.
Are you here for a meeting? Are you waiting for a few odd sorts to come through the door, maybe?
You're about the oddest folks to come around here in a long time.
Aye, give you that.
But no.
Hey, you're not much lucky yourself, old man, eh? Don't call me odd.
And he just kind of laughs at that. Indeed.
Are you local?
I live here.
Here in Ashenheim?
And he just kind of points down at the ground. It's like, well, it kind of
live in the
points
tavern?
up. Yeah.
You live in the bar?
Upstairs, yeah, this is my bar.
Oh.
A fine place.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
of course.
A grand place.
I'd ask if you needed a room, but I don't know, if you're going to sleep during the day. Doesn't make much sense to me.
Aye, we're not... Maybe I'll get back to you on that one. Is this your lovely wife?
It is.
Fantastic service. Thank you both.
And I'm Nina. She introduces herself, getting them a plate of pastries, adding it to your... next to you.
Tobias and Lena.
This is my
L-E-N-A.
grandson, Logan. Logan, say hi to nice men. He just kind of looks over. He's a little awestruck, but also a little bit nervous around you guys. And he just
I'll give him a doff an imaginary hat to him. Logan, pleased to meet you. Seen you sparring, you're looking good, son.
Thank you, sir.
As soon as he says that, Scatty just goes. Just
Slow down, fella. It'll go down easier. Slow down.
And that's Mama over there. Sarah. Sarah just kind of nods while she just keeps reading, very into what she's doing.
So this is Sarah.
Sarah. Are you folks gonna join the Guardians? This is Logan.
Would we, just quickly, Meg, they're quite a well-known thing. They're not like a secretive organization or anything.
Oh yeah, they're very well known. Like, they're globally known.
Okay, yeah. Potentially. We're here to meet the recruiter, I guess. See how that goes, but that's my intention anyway. What about you, Light?
He looks up back and he's drawing in his book. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
The Guardians. Is that your intent?
Yeah, I swear we had this conversation.
Aye. Memory. It's not as what it used to
It
be.
happens when you get older. And he just kind of nods.
Aye, it does. Aye, it does.
And all that.
A new friend, and I shout right across the bar. It's a Doc's character. You're here for the Guardians. The rest of these fine folks seem to be family.
The Guardians were about to be here for me.
Aye, then I feel...
And the old man's just kind of laughing at that.
I kind of go to answer him, and I'm like, no.
He's like, I'm not. You're not recruiting me. I'm recruiting you.
I mean, there is that angle, or they're here to arrest me.
Very well.
Take it whichever way you want.
So, if you're here to see the Guardians, will you join me for a drink? Maybe a brief conversation, friend.
Sure.
On me,
Right.
come on.
And I stand up, leaving the remains of my breakfast behind, and I'll walk over to the bar.
Well met. And I kind of like lean across the bar and look to see if Scaddy's finished eating yet.
He's just wiping his mouth and then he's just necking off the rest of his mead.
A fresh mead for you, friend.
Yes, that seems like a good idea.
A round for all of us, please. Lena, my darling.
No problem, love. And then she's already like on her way over to Scatty and just takes his plate and gives him like another plate of just meats and hash browns and even a pancake on there. Like she's just like fattening him up essentially. And then goes and gets the rest of the mead for you guys.
He just shrugs and starts eating again.
She has not asked for any money so far. It wasn't a forgetful
Exactly.
thing. She's just fattening you guys up and just keeps putting down like treats and foods and stuff.
I'm trying at this point to have a look at what Light's drawing. Just like over the shoulder. What are you up to?
Hey, I like to draw things that I see when I'm around. It helps the memory for when you get old. Like him. At the minute, you just see a pretty poorly drawn picture of the tavern you're currently in, just from the outside.
You're pretty good.
Thanks, I think so myself.
Yep, yeah. Well then, friend, and like to Doc's character. Your name?
Which one? My name is Evan.
Evan. Go to shake his hand. Bruce. I'm here for the Guardians.
Hello.
Sorry. I was just sat there. You went Evan. I was like, oh, like Evan Almighty. And then you went Bruce, and I was like, oh my god, Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Evans.
Not chosen that way. All right.
Amazing.
But hey, we're going to be the Guardians, so we might as well be Evan and Bruce Almighty.
I feel we have something in common. I just can't put my finger.
I know. And the arcane, it speaks to me.
Looking at Scaddy while he's eating, do I get to see what the runes are on his face?
Yeah. You could probably, when he's looked at you, you would have seen them.
Yeah, because like I would have seen them like here. I'm just wondering if I know what that says, or if it's like a holy symbol. Or...
Do you speak Celestial?
Nope.
Then no.
Then you don't know what it says. Okay, it's got me intrigued.
Hey, dude. You with the meat. What's that on your face?
He just reaches up.
You
like,
get them when
I
you
don't get it.
you get them when you become a man, boy. That's why no one in the South has any.
Love it.
Ah.
Fucking love it.
But what do they mean?
Oh, it means that I can see into the eye of the storm.
All right. In that case, could you ask it to lighten up a little bit? Because it's getting fucking cold.
Why would I do that? It's pretty warm down here, don't you think?
Eh?
You Southerners are always complaining. You wouldn't survive back up north.
Well, he's got us there. We probably wouldn't, to be fair.
No.
You know, the women up north, they're just not quite as hot as they are down south. My personal taste. So no, I don't think I could survive up there, personally.
I don't know. I think they're quite nice. They're a lot stronger as well.
Things got 2 legs and a pulse your age, you know.
You don't know nothing about my likes.
Oh, Bruce, is it? Don't worry. A northern girl will put your back out for weeks.
I like that you're having this entire conversation for the sweet grandma that just keeps loading up your plate and refilling your drinks.
What about you, Grandma? What are you like? No, that's not what I say.
I'm holding back a comment about Ice Queen, but
So, are you guys really here to join the Guardians? Is it?
Aye, seems on special request for one of us. I kind of look at Evan. But yes.
what
Guardians
they asked
winning.
us to be here, not we didn't ask them to be here.
You kind of
That
did.
is true.
So they're coming here for us, not the other way around.
But you did
Excuse me.
request to be a guardian.
Tobias, is this a normal meeting place for the Guardians?
There's no such thing as a normal meeting place for the guardians. They just kind of show it where they wants to. Normally, you just meet at some place local and you go to your base after that.
Very well. Thank you.
And you notice
Yes,
that he has.
You Southerners always want things straight away. You have no patience. Just keeps eating,
accent is this?
drinking. I don't know. I'm just kind of making it up.
I think it's fucking brilliant. I love it.
I love it.
I think it's some sense like it's more like uncivilized, so I'm just going with it.
It so suits him. I can't not imagine him being a barbarian at the moment though. That's fine.
He's
Maybe a
bard.
Goliath.
But you
Uh-huh.
see on actually everybody roll a perception check for me.
Ah, dice rolls.
I'm not ready for this.
I don't want to. Can I use my passive perception of 13 instead?
Sure.
Ooh,
Okay.
25.
Ooh.
15.
Nice.
You
I gotta
see
pass
into the
it, though.
eye of the storm.
Exactly.
Mm.
Alright, I'm gonna wait till everybody gets their perception rolls out.
4.
You went blind. Like, you can't see anything past the food and your fellow friends. Anyone else?
I feel like I'm just staring at Scaddy's face, just trying to work out what like, because he's just eating. I'm like, what the fuck's on his face?
He's got
That's right,
he's got
I-
like tattoos and scars and all shit in his beard.
Bits of meat and stuff covering it now. Like,
Or are you looking at the markings on my robe?
it could be.
Could be. And what did you roll, Gaia?
15.
15. Alright, so we'll go with Scatty. Well, Scatty, what you notice around here is something that you would probably be very familiar with. And there's just a lot of symbols of Tyr. He is, are you familiar with that god at all?
Is he like like a good god?
He's a good god. He is a lawful good god.
Good god.
Good god. Some of
Good
the
gracious God.
like you would know it more personally from not like I know that you have nomadic people, but you would know that some of the tribes that have actually formed like civilizations and kind of started settling down in some certain areas, they actually follow Tyr, and they're kind of all about law and order. And you see a lot of the symbolages around here, around this place, including on the ring of the woman that's been serving you food. She has a ring that has a Tyr symbol on it. The boy has a necklace around his neck with the Tyr symbol, and the old man has the sword that he has a Tyr symbol. He also has a guardian emblem on him.
Who does? The
The
man,
old
Tobias.
man, Tobias. And he's the only one in here that does.
Okay. This guy's gonna be. Well, the old man over there has a. He has a guardian symbol on his ring, so I'm guessing when he's ready, he's gonna start telling us things. I'm just losing my accent.
I kind of just like, is it one of them spinny stools? I just kind of like spin around on the
Yeah.
stool, like, and look at him, like,
He just keeps
oh
spinning.
guy.
Yeah, it's an
All the way
emblem,
around.
so it's kind of like a badge almost.
You Southerners would never survive up north. Not even see a ring. They just keep seeing him.
No, the ring's on the woman.
Oh, and the woman.
Yeah.
I didn't say which ring.
But that was a
And
Tyr
you
ring
don't know
on
we
the
didn't
woman,
see it.
And the man has a emblem of the Guardians.
Hmm. Also, Gadi doesn't know that we didn't see it.
Yeah, he's just pointing out now. And then, what are you doing, Luke, as you were turning around in your chair?
I know, just give the guy a look as if to say, I was mentioning the Guardians and you didn't say he was a Guardian.
No.
No, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it?
Did Scotty just like yell that out, like the whole guardian
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
Tobias turn. He like looks over. It's like, not so much anymore. I'm just the local law as it is. We're waiting on a new crew to come in after the last one. You know.
Maybe that's us.
That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting. But
So
they
are
didn't
we
tell
here
me
to meet
nothing.
you, friend? Ah,
I think I would have told you if you were.
could be a test.
Could be a test.
Yeah, see?
Could been. Wasn't. Could been. He just keeps eating.
Could have been if you remembered.
Yeah, and
So, these symbols on your robe, Evan. They're for
What,
a reason.
these?
Aye.
They're not symbols, they're words.
Words in do I know the language?
Do you know Quarry?
Does anyone know that language?
Yes, I
don't
do.
even know that language.
I do.
What's it called?
Only he does.
Quarry. Quori.
No. No, I don't. I'm intrigued.
It's the language of my people.
What are your people? I'll try and look under his hood.
My people are not from around here.
Where are they from?
A different plane.
Can I try and work out where it is?
We are from Quarry.
Never heard of it.
That's because it's not on this plane.
So how'd you get there?
I didn't get there. I was born here.
So you've never been?
No, some time ago they closed the gate. So now we can't get there anymore.
Bless your heart. The little lady's like just putting more food on his plate.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. But my dear, do we owe you some coin for all this food and drink?
Oh heck no, you're guardians.
Well, not quite yet. I'm happy to pay my way.
Well, in my heart you are. We respect
Thank
our
you.
guardians here.
Thank you. Well, I respect people who care for me, and I just put 5 silver on the table.
Oh, you're so sweet. She takes the silver. Well, I hope you guys do well. Do you know what your test is going to be?
No idea. Or we just drink and wait until somebody turns up and tells us what to do.
I believe the test is going to be patience. Yep.
How long
Well, then,
do
looks
you
like this
reckon
guy's
you'll
already
wait
failed.
for it? What did the guy say?
Well, it looks like this guy's already failed. Nudges. I don't even know his name. None of you have your name set to the bottom. Actually, neither do I.
I'll do it.
I have it. Look,
Yours
Yes.
says Doc.
right there in chat.
You need to put it on your thing.
I think I can do that for you guys. Hold on.
No, we have to do it.
Now we have to do it.
You
I've
do it?
selected it on my token. So I'll show you now.
Yeah, but you have to change it in the settings.
Robert de Bruce!
What?
Right.
The fuck was that?
Robert de Bruce.
Jack Troll. There we go. Yeah, so I'd nudge Bruce.
Aye. Aye.
As in, yeah. Waiting.
Aye.
No patience.
I agree. Hey, should we just drink one for the Guardians, eh? And hopefully they'll bloody turn up. And I'll just start drinking and waiting.
Right. How long are you guys gonna wait?
Until they turn up. Fuck all else to do with my life.
Well, there's a snowstorm going on outside, so might as well stay indoors.
Yeah,
Go waiting.
I might move around here and there, go and sit by the fire and stuff like that. And if they're not here in the next sort of hour, I'll start chatting to some of the guys in the bar.
If
But
they're not here in the next hour, that'd be like past the point that you're supposed to meet them. Should be
Well,
any minute when the
that's
sun
their
comes
problem.
out. Yeah.
Then we'll wait.
You'll wait.
If they can't be punctual, then not our fault. We're there.
You guys want to talk to anyone else in here while you're? Or
I kind of want to
explore?
talk to the daughter, but I think that's rude.
Shatter up right in front of her dad, like right there.
And you
It's
do.
less about the dad, more
Come
about
here often. It's like, yeah, I live here.
Hey, hey, good looking.
it's less about talking in front of the dad. It's more about in front of the son.
Yeah, the
I
son
think-
and the dad, like, just sitting right there while you're chatting up their mom and daughter. Kind of awkward. I can see that. So, did you guys want to take a look around at the place at all?
I
No,
feel like now you've said that, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
No,
good
no.
with like,
We've been told to come here and wait. I think we'll come here and wait.
Come here.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a book, and I'm gonna start reading.
What the fuck? Hold on.
What the fuck, Doc? Why are you pulling out a book?
Because I'm a wizard.
Clearly, she's not happy about it.
What are you reading?
Words.
Ugh.
I'm reading this book. It's containing arcane energies, and I'm studying it in order to master these energies.
It's been a while since I've seen one of those. A long while.
Well, unfortunate for you.
Sorry about that, guys.
There are even methods in here to prolong one's memory.
I'm back.
That's very interesting.
What?
And how'd you go about doing this?
What this?
Prolonging your memory.
I've yet to learn that spell.
Learning spells.
Takes
modern,
time.
The modern man's magic, eh?
It's modern. It's almost as old as paper itself.
Aye. Enjoy your reading, friend.
I'm back.
Big man.
What?
Have you done
Yeah.
enough food yet, Northerner?
Yeah, the lady is just feeding you the entire time that you're waiting.
Yeah, he's probably slowed down a bit now. He's eating
Aw.
but at a manageable level.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna eat her out of house.
I'm gonna be
and
so
home.
bloated.
Would you happen to share a tale with me, friend, while we wait?
What
was
the-
your journey? How was your journey down here?
It was cold, but
Oh, I thought you
Good
didn't
job.
get cold.
I don't get cold, but the journey was cold.
Aye. It's fair.
You Northerner.
Run
Can't
into
even sound like that.
any trouble at all, or safe journeys down the Northern Road?
Yes, I mean, I had to kill a few bandits, you know.
Aye, but there was no trouble for you, though.
He just like looks down at himself and then looks back at Bruce. No.
Has he got any weaponry I can see?
He's got a big battle axe that's covered in runes, and he's got a shield on his back, and he's got wearing big chainmail.
Nice. Well, I didn't travel far at all. In fact, I'm quite local to the area. So, give me a shout if any of this is local based. I may know some knowledge of the area.
You don't look like
Yes,
you're
that-
from around here. The little lady's like looking at it with some doubt.
Or she's not here in Ashenham, but close.
Ah, one of them city slickers.
Aye.
I'm just here to kill stuff for them. I really don't care.
Mhm.
Honestly. It's just, you know, I want to get paid.
You and me both, friend.
Well,
So is this how business is normally done down south? They make people wait around.
Seems that way.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and she's just gonna look
Hey,
over.
that's
It's like,
fine.
are you guys sure you're in the right place?
He's just gonna go, you woman, where is the Guardian representative? I'm bored of your food now.
I want to look As he's doing that, I want to look at Tobias and see what his reaction is.
He's just kind of chuckling, like he kind of like he's been through this kind of shit before, so he knows he knows what's up.
I look at it from my book and say, "Huh, you Northerners, no patience at all."
And the little lady asks again, it's like, are you guys sure you're in the right place? Where are you supposed to meet
Yeah.
this representative?
Right here inside.
Inside the.
This is the Wet Tabard Tavern, right?
No, sir, this is the Tier Tavern. You got the wrong place. That's next door. What you guys going? You better go quick. You late.
What the fuck?
The irony.
Well, light.
See ya! Sprints out the door.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll come
I'm
back
gone.
to you.
I'm gone. I don't sprint out. I just kind of like straighten my jacket up and walk off.
As he is straightening up his jacket, I'm putting away my book carefully, and then tip my hat and cowl, and then walk out.
Put my food down, put my meat cup down. Probably like spit some phlegm out on the plate and then just walk out.
Nice.
All right.
Just like honking and that, just to clear his throat. And he's just gonna like, and then just walk out.
So as you walk out, you open the door, and you step out into the darkness. It's very dark out still, and you feel like ever have that sensation of going down the stairs and you swear there's one more step, and it's not there, or it's further down than you expected, so you just start to fall.
No, I have the reverse every now and then,
The
where I
reverse?
expect to be on the top, and then there's one more step.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That kind
that
of
was
that
painful.
kind of rush. And I'm gonna need all of you to make an athletics check and a wisdom
Oh, sweet.
saving throw for me.
And a wisdom saving
And a
throw.
wisdom saving throw.
Can I make an
If the first wants
acrobatics
to
check
save
instead?
me,
Oh, nat 20 on athletics.
just as a thing, if the first wants to save me falling over, I want to fall over anyway, because that was my plan.
Yeah, you're still falling.
Can I use acrobatics instead?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a 23.
23. Cool.
Fucking hell.
A wisdom save.
13 on the acrobatics, and
Did anyone, for the wisdom checks, did anyone go under 10?
no.
Yeah, I got a
You
6.
got a
I would
6.
like to use my reaction to gain advantage on my wisdom save.
13 and 13.
That's a 16.
Okay.
So I got 13 and a 6.
All right. Light, can you
11 and a
roll
6,
me
sorry.
a d8 and tell me what you get?
A D8.
A d8.
6.
Perfect.
These are the fucking dice that fucked me yesterday.
All right. So let's move you to that side. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. And I actually don't have your tokens on here. So if you guys can move yourselves onto the bed.
Ha, giggity.
I'm not getting in a bed with a child, Meg. I didn't sign up for this.
Why is there a child in the bed?
Meg, this is the kind of shit we said we're not comfortable with.
We're not
Well-
this edgy, Meg.
Well, the funny thing is,
I'm as close to Scaddy as possible.
Far away from the kid as
funny
possible.
thing is, you might notice, is that you all are now children.
What?
This is the thing that you asked me about.
Maybe. So you are all children right now. About, I'd say, like about 3 years old or so. Your armor is now made of leather, and your swords
Hold up.
are like if you have a weapon, it's now wooden, like practice
What
swords and stuff.
day and age do we live in that 3-year-olds are in bed, fully armored?
Well, it'll be
What
explained.
the hell is going on?
Relax and just know that right now you are all 3-year-olds.
Can we speak?
I'm gonna get up and just start jumping on the bed.
Mhm.
Like, I'm Scatty! Ah! Just jumping down. I will kill you! Ah! He's just swinging his axe around wildly, like being like a 3-year-old kid.
Can I pull the bedcloth from underneath Scotty as he lands so he falls over?
Amazing. I'm gonna help him.
Alright. Oddly enough, at this moment, Gaia, you're too afraid to move. And
Great.
Logan just kind of looks over at you. Logan's the kid, and he's much younger now because he was about 10 and 11 before. Now he's about the same age as you guys. He's like, guys, there's a monster under the bed. Gotta be careful. Quiet. Shh.
I will slay the beast. Then I'm gonna jump down off the bed.
Okay.
Is that before or after we pull the bed sheets from underneath you?
And Logan's
just
gonna
have
go over to Gaia here, and he's gonna take a necklace off and remove a ring from it, and he's gonna put it onto Light. And Light, you can't move right now. You're petrified. You're scared. This is a bad place. And he's gonna hold your hands, and he's gonna whisper in Celestial a prayer.
But yeah.
And you're now attuned
Scotty!
to this
Perfect.
ring.
Excellent.
And this ring is the, if you want to look it up, it's the ring of shared suffering.
Even better. I don't know what it is, but I don't like the sound of it.
And he's like,
Scotty!
He's like, hey, don't be afraid. I'm gonna protect you guys, okay? We got this.
What? I will slay the dragon.
I'll look under the bed, pal.
Okay, you guys are both going under the bed?
I'm gonna jump down
Yeah.
under the bed.
I'm sending Scotty under the bed.
This is going great. I don't even need to sow chaos. It's already.
Just so I know, which side of this ring am I on?
You are on
The one that takes half or takes extra?
the one that takes half.
Thank fuck for that.
He's got the one that has the signal of, the sentinel on it.
The signal.
Only the bottom half of your body wants to shit the bed.
Okay.
Light, feeling okay?
Let me bring up.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Okay.
No, I was saying that to Bruce.
Hey, what's wrong? Calm down, friend.
I don't like monsters.
No, come into the middle of the bed. Come. Keep
I
you away from the
can't. My legs won't work.
Well, then stay there.
I can do that.
All right. As soon as we start combat or the initiative, which I'm going to go ahead and do that now, can roll for initiative.
Since
You
we're
might have to
told
add our tokens to the thing though, because we're rolling actual dice.
That was cocked. I'm gonna re-roll.
Let me get this layer.
That was cocked as well. There you go.
Let's see how bad my initiative is.
Oh my god, the fucking
Could have,
monster.
could have had an 18 if I'd have gone for the cock and been a dick about it. Got an 8.
I've
If
got a
I'd gone for
7.
the cock and was a dick about it.
Oh my
I've
gosh,
got a
it's so
7.
much harder to add you guys to this.
Just highlight all of us, right click and add turn.
Do you know why you do that? Can I go and pee very quickly?
Sure.
Also, Meg, can you connect our tokens to our sheets so that they remember hit points and name?
I don't know how to do that yet.
Well, also because
Also, like,
we'll worry about it after. But
Mhm.
again, me, Lou, and I'm not sure if Mike. No, Mike's not. Me and Lou will go and buy D&D Beyond Health, so it won't make a difference on our roll 20.
this is my real wife, or
All right. So, Mike, what was your roll?
7. Oh yeah, mine's just the same.
Okay.
I'm doing it in roll 20.
Oh, by the way, guys, you can edit your own initiative. We'll type in.
Oh,
Yeah, if you guys can just go ahead and do that for me, because I also got to manage.
I'll teach you some roll 20 tips
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That'd be good. Where are my NPC? Oh, no, not that one. This one. Here we go.
kumbaya.
And
Back.
Hey, you can add your own initiative, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Meg BS.
Mhm.
Have you actually named it Meg's bullshit?
yes.
Because of course.
Oh, I should use different dice for that. I'm going to use my orange ones.
Why is
No, I'm not using that one anymore because it's
harder?
a natural one.
That one's going into the dice deal.
That one's not coming out again tonight.
Alright, let's see, what kind of dice do I need? I need
Maybe
D6s,
purple.
D8s, and D10s.
And
And a
Logan's.
D20, of course. Don't need D4.
There we go.
So I muted to tell Alexa something, and I forgot that she says okay afterwards.
That's okay. It's okay, Alexa.
I have
Okay,
headphones
mine
on.
Can't hear you. Okay, so top of the order is Gaia. You are now able to move again.
Oh, am I?
Yep.
I have been asked to move to the center of the bed.
What?
Where it was safe.
If I look over the side, what do I see?
What do you see? Do you see it on the screen?
Yeah,
That's what you see.
I see
Oh,
many
it's fucking
tentacles.
Cthulhu.
Oh my god, it is, isn't it?
No,
Of course it is. It's Meg.
It's called Meg's bullshit for a reason, though. It has tentacles. It's got tentacles. It's got eyes. It's just kind of trying to get at you. But even though you're up on the bed, and it's just kind of pulling its little claws up to close to you, but it can't seem to get onto the bed where it is.
Okay. Do. Okay. Am I in melee range or am I in distant range?
You're in melee. You have some spots you can kind of poke at it.
Okay. In that case, I will pull out my huge wooden maul
Mhm.
and just swing down.
That's what I call mine.
Yeah.
What, your huge wooden maul?
Ah,
No one else does.
that's a 12 to hit.
12 to hit. That actually hits.
Yes.
Nice.
Roll damage.
I'll roll 2 of these boys. That's 10 damage.
Alrighty. Good shot. Okay. Next up is this guy. And he is going to try to... Let me pull up. Why did that screen go away? Here we go. Oh, because I did that. Fuck. Why does it go behind? Alright.
Reasons?
So he's going to
Also-
try to bite at our friend here, Skede.
Meg, before you roll that,
Mhm.
why is a 9 going after a 7 turn?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
'cause
haven't
it-
set the order properly.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that.
Just right click it and then descending.
Or just drag the 9 up.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
There we go. Thanks.
No problem. He's gonna bite at Skady with 15. Mike.
My armor class just normal, or is it different because I'm a kid?
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, then it just bounces off my shield.
Alright, good, good.
I shove my shield in its mouth when it tries to bite me.
Oh, I should probably have D&D Beyond open as well. I'm so prepared for everything.
It's okay,
in life.
Meg. These things happen. Just take your time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's your first time. We'll be nice this time.
this time.
Yeah.
We'll put it in easily. I mean, we'll go easy.
Ew.
Don't worry, we're going to lube up first. But afterwards, next week...
Next
we're
week
going
I'm bringing talcum powder.
Say no.
dry.
Oh,
Next week I'm just sassing.
I'll bring Icy Hot.
Well, Meg, if you were properly prepared and just say stuff like that.
There we go. We got it. He's gonna spend his action being prepared.
Come from
and
under the bed,
shit.
you fool.
Okay, so he's going to do a sacred weapon. So he holds up his little training wooden sword, and it lights up, giving more light to the room. About 20 feet's worth of light. And it's just this glowing wooden sword of valor and goodness. And that's pretty much all he can do at this time. Is just light it up, because that's not a bonus action for some reason. There you go. And we come to Lou.
Okay, I don't know, and I wouldn't know whether this will take an attack of opportunity, but I'm going to step into the middle of the bed, so I'm a bit safer. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, which would hit everyone, but I'm going to use Meta Magic to careful spell it, and I can get 4 people clear, so myself, Scaddy, Wizard Guy, and Light. Myself, Scaddy, Evan, and Light are all clear of the Fairy Fire, but the kid and the monster should have Fairy Fire on them.
Nice.
Why do you want to attack the
So,
kid?
so you have to do a Dex save of 14.
Okay, so let's do that dex save. He fails. So the monster is now glowing, full of
Yeah, and you
tentacles under the bed, just to add to the whole awfulness of it. And then rolling.
So you have advantage on attack rolls against him.
Ooh, juicy.
And
Just,
the kid
just for you,
actually
Scaddy.
passed his saving throw, so he's fine.
Great.
You didn't manage to fuck him over in this battle. Good job.
First meta magic ever. Love it.
Good job.
Thanks,
Anything
guys.
else?
Thanks, guys.
And to answer your question before, it did not provoke an opportunity. The creature seems to be unable to get anyone on the bed.
Yeah, I just step inside the bed and I start twisting my hands around, and like throw like almost like an arc in the air of this dust that like flashes in different colors of fluorescence and starts to land on where I want it to land. And the bits where I kind of, you can see me controlling it away from the party members, keeping them clear.
Okay. Let me move this over just a little bit. And cool. So
Very
that brings
fire,
to
that-
Doc.
Fairy Fire that gives us advantage on
Gives you
attacks.
advantage on attacks.
Yeah.
Can't spell attacks, right?
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, spell attacks as long as they're ranged
Anything with an
attacks.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Great. In that case, you see me clutching a crystal, and a rainbow of lights just spread out from it, arcing towards the creature. And I would like to cast Chromatic Orb.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, here we go. So
Well,
that's a
hits.
12.
But you also get advantage.
And
Go ahead and
that's
roll.
without advantage.
Yeah.
See if it crits.
Oh, nice.
It's a hit. Alright. So it's gonna be 15 damage off the open spell card.
The
Fire.
damage type. Yeah.
It's fire type. So 15 fire damage.
Looking good.
I
Doc.
thought you
Good
could
job.
choose. I thought you could choose with chromatic orb.
Yeah, and I choose to automatically roll.
Ah, got you.
So I don't have any indecision in what type of damage I want.
Yeah, it's the chaos one, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
mixes. Yeah.
Then we got Scotty.
Scaddy's gonna he's gonna say, "Don't fuck with this storm," and then he's gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Which, hang on, is that right? Yeah, he's gonna cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
What does the weapon look like?
It's like a thundercloud, and then it has like jolts shoot out and shoot things when it's attacking.
Nice.
I think I get advantage, don't I?
You do.
Spiritual weapon. Does 13 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so that does 5 force damage, which isn't great, but
But it's more than 4 force.
Yeah. And then from having his axe raised in the air, when that spell, like the cloud appeared above him, he's going to bring his axe down, which is going to be like glowing with like a weird shimmering lightning effect.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to cast on my main action is going to be for Booming Blade.
Nice.
Booming axe.
Does 16 hit?
16 hits.
So
Cardboard
that's
axe.
9 slashing damage and 8 thunder if it moves.
Nice. Gonna need to fill in that slashing.
Okay. And let me add that damage up. Oh, fuck.
No.
There we go. Got it. Which brings us to Gaia.
Alright. I'm going to turn around and look at them doing all that. I'm like, oh, I didn't know we were doing cool shit. Alright then. I'm going to put my maul in front of me and just watch a bunch of shadows drip off into the thing that's below the bed as I cast Hexblade's Curse on it
Beautiful.
as the bonus. Oh, fucking hell. Who's gone robot?
Lou.
Me. I'm trying to fix it now.
Ah, okay.
I like
I'm going
Wally.
near myself or robot. It's weird. And with that now,
Fixed.
I'm going to go for a hit again on him with a maul.
Oh, right.
With advantage.
Disadvantage.
That's a big 18 to hit.
Think it hits.
It hits.
I'm pretty sure that hit, yeah. So that's, oh, look at that. Double ones.
Hey guys!
6 plus my Hexblade Curse, which is an extra 2. So that's an 8 damage.
Beautiful.
Down another downward swing.
Beautiful.
You did 8 damage to the pillows.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna move or anything? Or bonus action?
I used my bonus for the Hexblade Curse. No, I'm okay.
You okay?
It doesn't seem to be attacking me from here, so I'll stay here.
Alright. So, while you're there, you feel the bed underneath you rumbling, and as this creature is just gibbering and screeching at you guys, and it's going to...
Go on, Meg, give us an impression.
Don't hold back. You can go.
Come on, go for it. You live alone, you can do it.
Nah, it's fine. All of you guys make a wisdom saving throw again for me.
We won't call the asylum. We promised. So I would like to use my reaction to gain advantage on wisdom. That's a 12.
18.
19.
18.
Oh, look at you.
Anyone under 10?
No.
No. Alright. And then for its action, you feel the bed kind of warbling and shaking as a tentacle rises up pretty much right next to Gaia here. And it's going to try to...
Right.
It's going to try to get you.
Okie dokie.
Try to give you a little bite, a little biddle.
Nope.
5
Unless that's
does not
advantage.
hit.
Actually, the advantage wouldn't hit me anyway.
Yeah. Let me check one thing first.
Nah, I see it coming towards me and I swing my maul and get the fuck out of here.
Nah, mate. But you can see it's at least trying to get at the people who are under there. Okay, and then the boy is actually going to use a reaction to try to attack the monster arm that just came up between you guys. Oppose. Disadvantage. Oh, never mind. I read it wrong the first time. Never mind. 3 years old. Yeah, that's not gonna be a thing. So that was his action. Now we're going to Logan. And he is going to attack that thing that's under the bed with his sword. Where the fuck is his sword information? No, actually it's a warhammer. Sorry, my bad. 1d8. Rolled a 10. So 1d8 plus 4. He actually hits the monster for 9. There's a
Nice.
holy thing, and then that attaches. Oh no, that just adds +3. Cool beans. So 9 damage to the monster. Six. And then Lou.
Sweet. How's this monster looking? Is it taking a beating? Is it fine?
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's got so many limbs that you don't know how many of them are necessary.
Mm.
But it's not looking great.
But it looks to us like we're doing some damage to the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you feel like the amount of damage that you're doing is more than what a little practice sword could ever achieve. Like, you're definitely
Okay.
still hitting it as if nothing's changed.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try something stupid. Not sure and not really knowing how well it is. I'm gonna use a 2nd level spell and cast sleep on it.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry, I've just got to check the spell. Sorry,
No
new
problem.
spell. The D8, so 7 D8s worth of spell damage. Can somebody help me count? If I suck at counting.
You could just do it in Roll20 if there's that many. Or
Oh
do
yeah,
it-
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I normally do for many dice.
Oh shit. There's 5. How do I make it 7? Oh yeah. Roller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D8. Roll. Come on, high numbers. 36.
36.
Yeah.
Showing up here, yeah.
Let me check to see if it's immune to that. It is not.
Come on, 20. Update faster.
So you see this beast just kind of that was like whirling around and just pushing up on the bed, just starting to push through. Like you could feel stuff moving directly under your feet. Like this thing is coming out, but then it just kind of goes limp, and you hear it's kind of snoring underneath.
Ha! Kick the fuck out of it, boys. I don't know. Wait, don't. That's going to be asleep for a while, so
I've lost Lou from Roll20.
I've lost myself from Roll20.
Oh yeah.
That explains why the roll hasn't gone through yet.
1 sec.
Mhm.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's my laptop's been shit. It won't connect to the internet. I'm having to play with my phone. So yeah, I did. What did I do? 30 something points of damage, and it fell asleep.
Well, it's not damage. It's
Oh no,
just
but it's sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep points. I'm just gonna call to people and say, "Don't touch it." Just want to make sure I know how long the spells would last. I would know this, but I'm not sure.
Are you
Creatures with
trying
23.
to attack his icon?
No, it's just like, hey, there's a guy over here.
It's a sleepy icon.
The spell sends the creature into magic slumber. Creatures in 23 hit points choosing range or affected, sending in order of the hit points. Starting with the creature, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to wake up. Okay, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. So we've got a minute of that bitch being asleep. So
All right.
if you hit it, it'll wake up, but you have advantage on attacks anyway.
If it's unconscious, it's a crit as well. Auto crit for melee.
Kick fuck out of it.
Also, you have advantage because Fairy Fire is still. Oh wait,
You have
No.
advantage anyway because he's unconscious.
Yeah.
yeah, but Sleep and Fairy Fire are both concentrations, are they?
Are they?
And
I know
thought
Fairy
this thing
Fire
would
is.
kill you.
No, they're not. Sleep's not concentration.
Ah,
Fairy
sweet.
Fire's concentration and a racial ability, and Sleep's non-concentration. But I used a 2nd level spell for it.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna. Let's see. Is that your turn?
That's me.
All right.
Are you gonna move off the bed?
I'm gonna move over to the bed, and then I'm gonna blink. I'm literally blink. I disappear from where I am, and reappear up on the cabinet.
Okay.
I need my action to turn on the light underneath the bed. by casting the light spell.
Alright, you're just giving this horrible eldritch nightmare even better lighting. But yes, it has lighting on it now. And fairy fire. It's just a nightmare at this point.
I know, but the light that I turned on, where I believe his eyes used to be before he fell asleep.
Okay. It has many eyes, just so you know.
Well, I am using the light to blind as many as possible.
Okay, cool. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. Action bonus.
Beautiful.
So Bruce said kick the fuck out of it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can take it literally.
I'm gonna look for like a vulnerable looking point on this thing, and then just full on booming axe into that point.
Okay.
With advantage, right?
With it.
And
Is it auto crit?
auto
Yeah,
crit
auto
If you hit.
If you
that hit.
that hits.
Okay,
That's
so
auto crit.
with that, it would be 7 plus another d8, wouldn't it?
Another d8 and another d8 for the thunder as well, if it moves,
Okay.
because it's also part of the crit.
I'll just roll the physical because I don't.
The movement part doesn't get affected by the
Sweet.
crit.
The cantrip damage would double as well.
Yeah, but only when he's level 5 because there's no cantrip damage.
Yeah, but it's a crit, so the cantrip dice would double.
Yeah, the if it moves, but it's not going to move anyway, is it? Because it's stuck on.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I'm with
Okay.
you. You don't get attack damage until 5th. Got ya. Sorry.
So I get 15 damage from that, and then I'm gonna my thundercloud is gonna shoot at it again.
It
Oh
has to be a
wow,
roll.
Wow.
wow! And this is quite spectacularly.
You go
You-
for one of its like little tentacles or whatever, and it just kind of absently in its sleep moves it.
Oh.
And is that your turn? You gonna move it all?
I think he might take a step back, just so he's
And
on
you-
better footing.
You do notice that it is difficult terrain within like 5 feet of this thing. So it doesn't affect like where you can go right now, but you're fine.
Okay.
And brings us to Gaia.
Okie dokie. So the thing's awake now.
I think it wakes up on its turn.
Or if it's hit, right?
It would be able to make reaction because it's woken by the.
Sleep takes damage or someone using the action to sleep. The sleeper awake. So yeah, I think by the book it would be awake now.
Yeah, but you still get advantage because of the
Yeah.
fairy fire.
Each creature affected by the spell is unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an uses an action to shake or slap them up. So he's taking damage, so he should wake up.
So it's
Okay.
like-
Then we're gonna go for another big old swing. Whatcha? 10 and 17 plus something. 23 to hit.
It hits.
Fuck, I'm rolling like shit.
I know.
What,
Eight-
a 23
10 points
shit?
of damage.
10 points. All right.
And another swing.
Okay.
Uh,
And
That's it.
we move to him. He's going to attempt to bite at you, the closest thing to him, because he still has his little tentacle with a mouth on it up next to you. And this is going to be at Gaia.
Mhm.
19.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, the boy, whenever you see that it's like coming at you, you swear it's gonna hit you, but then the kid just kind of pummels it with its shoulder, like its shield just kind of bashes into this thing, knocking it off, making it take advantage, so the 7 doesn't hit.
Wait, what? The kid's protecting me, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Giving
got
him
a
disadvantage.
sentinel. He imposed disadvantage on it
Oh, nice.
because of being a paladin. And that brings us to the kid's turn. And he's going to swing at this guy with advantage. No. No. So he actually misses his fucking thing. But at least he
Nice.
managed to protect you, so that was good.
Hmm.
And that
Hey.
brings us back to Lou.
Okie dokie. I think I'm going to be the first one to go ahead and do this. I'm going ahead and cast Toll the Dead on this bitch.
Hmm.
I'm going to, like, you see, or anyone that's looking, you see Bruce's eyes glass over, and he seems to look around the room, pulls his hand out, and draws it towards and down underneath the bed, towards this eldritch nightmare. And you just see a wraith-like spectre just going straight through him, and this crashing sound. As I cast Toll the Dead, it's just a wisdom save for that guy. And it's a D12, right? Because he's taking damage.
Yeah, he's taking damage.
He needs to make a save though, doesn't he?
He does.
Has he made it?
Wisdom save, right?
Yeah, so it's 14, I think. Let me double check.
14?
Yeah, 14 to beat.
Okay, he's got a 10, so he didn't beat it.
Oh, sweet. So it's 5 necrotic damage.
5 necrotic.
I don't know if he's resistant to any of that sort of stuff or not.
Okay. He's not looking great. Like, this thing is doing its death throes of just screeching in an ungodly way.
Sweet. Remember, you guys still have advantage on this thing as well.
Sweet, sweet.
And is that your
advantage.
turn?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. And that brings us to Doc.
Alright, I would like to not rage. Throw a bolt of fire from my hands straight into the creature underneath the bed.
Okay.
And whatever may burn, burn. So it's it's potential chance. So 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Alright. We do 8 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Good man.
I would like to build up a small ball of fire into my hands and just grow it slowly. And then as soon as I see an opening, point the palm of my hand towards the creature and just let go. Hits the creature just underneath where the bed sheets hang over the bed and explodes in fire flame,
Yeah.
creating a horrible smell of cooked. I don't know, what does this creature smell like when it's cooked?
Cooked turds.
Like
Calamari.
Calamari, yeah.
Ah, it
Yeah.
smells like cooked turds.
It's smelling bad, rotten calamari, but then when it's cooked, left alone in the heat,
Okay.
that's currently the smell in this room.
Nice. I'm gonna walk over to Light if that's out of initiative and just sort of
Not
take him
yet.
by the hand. Okay.
But
Fair play.
go ahead.
No, that's fine. For an initiative, I'm sure.
And that was Kosh. It put all my shit out of order just now.
And for some reason, it then put Doc above Mike.
Wait, what the fuck is that? Okay, never mind. So, you guys hear some shuffling.
Is that the parents coming to
just let you know,
check
would-
up on us?
It would be Mike's turn after Doc.
Oh, okay, Mike, go.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Mike, kill the fucking statue.
I see like a weird statue thing hurtling towards us.
Yeah, it's just kind of slowly moving towards you, kind of like rolling on its stand. It's a big training dummy.
How far can I move? Am I still in difficult terrain?
If it's, I think it would last. You think it would last after it's dead? It doesn't really say.
No, if it's a racial trait or something like that from a creature, then no, not
No.
normally.
Okay, so yeah, it's you no longer have difficult terrain.
Okay, Scaddy's gonna begin moving. His spiritual weapon's just gonna stay above his head because I haven't got a token. So I'm gonna He's just going to move here.
Okay.
Then he's going to go, I am the mightiest warrior! And then just shoot his like little 3-year-old self. He's going to hold his shield up. Like this weird energy is going to start pulsing from the rim and like work its way to the middle. And then when it gets to the middle, it's just going to like explode a bolt out towards the training dummy.
Okay.
And hopefully it hits. That's going to be a guiding bolt.
18. That actually does hit.
Sweet. So it does. The way a guiding bolt works, it does 13 radiant damage, and then the next attack before the end of my next turn gets advantage.
Alright.
So the next attack roll against it has advantage, and I can't get my spiritual weapon into range. So
Okay. And that's you?
Yeah, no one's taken any damage, so yeah, that's me.
Goya.
Okay. When the thing died, you saw a bunch of shadows come up from around it and curl around me as I gained 7 temporary hit points
Nice.
Nice.
because of my Hexblade's curse. Boom. That work? No, it didn't. There we go. Okay, and as I see this next thing moving, I put my maul out in front of me, and I put my other hand towards the handle of where my other hand is, and pull back as this big shadow bow comes out of the maul as I pull back and release an Eldritch Blast.
Beautiful.
You get advantage too, dude.
Yeah, I do. That's a natural 20 without it.
Oh, nice.
Good man.
Good man.
So
Tickle it hard with your cardboard sword.
that is... that's for 18 points of force damage.
Damn.
As I pull back this fucking blast, you go, yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Oh.
Alright. And let's see. That makes us. Are you moving at all?
No,
Nope. Okay.
I'm okay. Let's stand on the bed.
Let's see where Logan is. It's not quite able to get close enough, so I'll put him. This token's so much smaller than any of yours. So tiny. He's going there and he's like, ah! Like just leaped off the bed, did like a roll, like a true warrior is like 3 years fucking old, and just starts charging at this thing, hammer in the air, just screaming at it. But he can't get close enough, so he's just like right there. Actually, I'll put him like right up close. Like I'll use his full action just like close enough.
Can I do a translation on that description? He's a 3-year-old, so he wobbled off to the side of the bed, fell off, rolled over, and then started getting up and wobbled over to the creature, while screaming in pain. And
But he hasn't started crying because no one's reacted to him being slightly injured from all that, so he's just like, kids don't until you say something and then they're like, ah. Alright, that brings us to Lou.
Did you say Scaddy was on difficult terrain? I missed that
No,
bit.
he's not.
They're the things that I'm not.
The bed's a little bit difficult terrain, to be honest.
Oh, okay. It will use a spell.
Because
We'll
you're
use a spell,
tiny and
right?
it's this large, lumpy.
you can always cantrip. Because you're
Yeah.
a 3-year-old, you cantrip.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Just ignore that, Doc.
And just ignore it.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna use a cantrip. Like, I start to like form almost like a fucking Street Fighter fucking thing I'm thinking of.
Kamehameha!
Yeah.
Hadouken!
Hadouken! I like form this ball of acid in my hands, look at the creature, and then with a mutter of arcane words that sound very similar to Hadouken, I fire this blast of acid bolt straight at the chest of the creature. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
9 plus 6 to hit, 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Obviously misses.
Yep.
It splatters imprint.
It looks fucking cool though, right?
It looks really cool. Like you can't really tell from this this face that he has because it stays the same. But he kind of wobbled. He was scared.
Did it just like blast off his armor, or did it?
Yeah, it
miss
blasts
him?
off his armor.
Right.
Scatty.
Well, the 3-year-old boy with the storm cloud above his head. He's gonna be like, he's just gonna continue moving towards the thing, the training dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's nearly shoving the other kid out the way to try and hack it.
Like, no, it's mine.
Get out of my way! Okay, and he's gonna do a booming blade. Ooh, that 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
Good man.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, dude.
How is that possible?
You could get the
13.
worst roll for it.
Okay, so I did 8 damage, and it's 11 if it moves. And then my sacred weapon is gonna jolt it with lightning.
Okay.
Realistically, you want to move backwards right now, just
Does
to
it-
provoke it to move.
Does it have to move on its own turn?
Oh no, I've got an idea. Like we haven't seen my turn yet, guys.
Yeah, it has to move willingly.
Sorry.
Let's move with it.
So
Oh, it has to
my,
move
sp-
on.
my spiritual weapon goes off. It does 25 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so my spiritual weapon hits for 11 force damage. Better.
Nice.
And then I'm going to purposefully step back from it.
Taking an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity.
Yep.
And let's see. I guess I'll just use this one. Does
I know what he's
19 hit?
doing.
Yay! It hits me.
I just clicked what he's doing.
You just
It hits
what?
me.
And 3,
How much damage does it do?
8.
Excellent. And then I'm going to use my reaction to use Wrath of the Storm. So, when a creature hits me and does damage, I'm going to choose... It's going to make a DC 14 dex save or take 2d8 lightning damage.
Alright.
Or thunder, whatever you choose.
Yeah. Aww.
It's half as much, so you do at least damage.
Oh yeah, I'll roll 2d8 and see what
Mhm.
it takes. So 5 lightning. Like the axe hit, like his weapon hits me, then it just like zzz, like he's just grabbed hold of an electric fence.
Yeah. Fine. There we go. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
It's a badass turn.
That was a good shit,
That's
Mike.
some good shit.
Mhm.
And that brings us to Evan.
Alright, I would like throw an ice knife. So I gather water in my hand and I cool it. And then when it's cool enough, I shape it to look like an actual dagger and throw it out at the creature.
Okay.
And I throw it. See, how big is the creature? It's creature's 10 by 10.
Yeah.
All right, I throw it at this back spot.
Okay.
Very specific because that's necessary for the second part of the thing.
Mhm.
So does a 10 hit?
No.
All right. The creature now must make a dexterity saving throw of, let's have a look, 14.
Yeah, I'm out of range.
He might
Freeze the
have-
kid!
Oh
Right.
no!
In that case, I do 0 damage at all.
Man, this fucking dummy out here like Neo from the Matrix.
It just kind of wobbles. But it's like
Is
it's
it like-
getting pelted with this stuff, but it's just like it's very, very strong. Like it has like a lot of armor on it.
Meg, is it like one of those punch bags you used to hit when you were a kid? You'd hit it once, and then when you came for your second attack, it rebounded that fast you'd miss.
Exactly. It's like one of those things, in fact, where it's like if you hit it too hard and it kind of bounces back, but it moves
Yeah.
forward and just smacks you in the face, and that's how you guys
Yeah.
are taking damage from.
Yeah, that's also, well, we're 3-year-olds, so we don't have as much control over arcane energies.
Exactly. But you're still wielding it like you would if you were a normal attack. So it's going to take 2 attacks towards the only thing it's next to, and that's the kid.
The kid should have walked away.
18. Does 18 hit him actually? Hold on. It does
Yes, it
hit- It does actually, yeah.
Yeah, probably would.
And
Well,
let me get.
yeah,
18,
AC is 8.
Training dummy, and he's gonna hit again. That second one doesn't hit, but the first one does, and that is. Wait, what?
One round of slamming.
1d. Kid takes 4 points of damage.
Goodbye, kid. Sleep well.
Is that a frying pan in the fucking dummy's hand? Is he hitting him with a frying pan?
Yes.
Session 1 and Meg's already
Yeah.
slamming kids.
Have you snapped her?
First person take damage. There we go.
Yeah, I took some damage.
And
Yeah, but are you a person?
Just wait for the chessboard to start attacking us. We've
like the thing you're standing on.
I don't know,
is gonna
but-
attack you.
If
The bed.
your cardboard sword ever bends, walk up to the chest and open it.
So we got, and now we're up to Gaia.
Okie dokie. I'm happy where I am. This time I'm gonna turn and give a little nod to Bruce as I bring out my maul, curl it back into a swing like a baseball bat, and as I start to swing round, a giant gong appears and goes boom as I used to hold the bed.
Actually, what?
Good
As I
man.
swing, just basically smack a giant gong. So I need a wisdom save of 15.
Wisdom save.
15. Shit the bed, boy.
Yeah, because I got my Rod of the Pact.
Oh yeah.
It does not make it.
That's a D12.
Nice.
That's a 2.
Oh, dude.
I was so prepared to give you a how do you want to do it.
But no, he needs to be a just
Oh,
mockery.
Don't give it to the NPC. That would suck.
Sure. Let's see.
Oh, look, it's 2D12 now.
we just. Now we're gonna go to the kid's turn.
Level 5 smite.
It's like he's like actually level 20 little fucking paladin.
Cuts it in half.
roll.
I would like to use summon Steed.
Oh my. Okay, that definitely misses. He doesn't get advantage on that either.
Nope.
No fairy fire. So yeah, I literally rolled a 5 on that. Fuck. Okay. That's it.
So, Scotty, how do you want to do it?
Alright,
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
Gonna
Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery.
start twirling the hands. I'm gonna go, you cunt, and watch it go. I'm gonna start twirling the hands around, forming a ball of acid. Looking at this creature, I'm gonna shape it more of a spear shape, and launch it at the mother dick for 13 plus 6 and 19 to hit.
19 hits. How do you want to do this? I'm just gonna.
1d10 damage,
Unless you roll a 1 on that.
8 damage.
Yeah, that does it. So how
I
do you
just
wanna
want
say it?
I want this spear to like travel out my hands as I'm like, Hadouken! And it flies. It kind of goes at an angle, curls back round, and hits him right in the slits of his helmet. But like the spear like goes in and just like forms through, and you just see its face melting. Like, you know the Witch King when it dies in the Lord of the Rings, and it's all like it's all like just melting down, like acid's just burning through it.
So
And I'm like, ah.
kind of
Try to clean my
wobbles
hands up.
and then it's dead.
Yeah, it just kind of melts. And it's like it's been put in a microwave, but like accelerated in speed and just like melts down to nothing.
Alrighty. And that takes us out of the combat.
Scaddy cheers and raises his axe high into the air, and then runs
Logan
over and
joins him. Ah, you did it.
grabs the helmet and starts like he puts his axe on his belt, and then he grabs the helmet and he's like running around with it, going, "Yeah, stupid dummy," and like all that kind of stuff.
You
Like,
dummy.
Acid dripping down his arm.
He's so edgy, he enjoys the pain. He's like, "Yeah."
I'm gonna-
Just sends his arm hair.
While you're all celebrating out there, Evan remembers that, oh, this closet is actually pretty high. How do I get down from here?
So they're like
And
a
he's
little
sitting
cat.
down on the edge, wobbling
Oh.
back and forth, and starts to call out for mommy.
Light,
No,
hey.
no, it's okay. I'll catch you.
No, Light, hey. You okay?
I'm fine. I'm gonna go catch him. Then
Scatty
run over here, stand below with my arms up.
Scatty starts banging his axe on the helmet of the dead dummy, going, "Jump, jump, jump, jump!"
I'm
So,
gonna
How high is this?
cast Mage Hand to start pushing him from behind.
If we lock arms, he can just fall into to our arms. He's holding out his arm.
No, I'm gonna catch him.
You can catch
And I've
him.
still got my arms up.
Jump onto the floor! Yeah.
Mama!
I'm gonna move the Mage Hand and put it in front of the face of the little kid so he can't see what's going on. Stop trying to help, kid. We've got this.
You're right, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make my voice really loud and go, "Do it!"
If that doesn't bring a parent in here, something's wrong with the parent.
No, you hear like underneath you. Now that you don't have like the monster gibbering the entire time, you kind of hear like the sounds of a tavern going on. Like there's like wrists underneath the floorboards. So it's like you guys are upstairs of this same tavern that you were just in. And yeah, they're pretty loud down there.
Oh
that's
well.
pretty awkward.
It's just boys being
Do
boys.
it! Do it! Do
Jump,
it!
jump,
Nobody
jump.
cares, mate. We want him to fall and die.
Let me see.
Yeah,
if,
I'm
the
a
kid
3-year-old
has
sitting
anything.
on a 2-meter high closet. I'm scared.
We want to watch the wizard fall on his face.
I'm gonna catch him. I'm
Yeah.
gonna catch him.
I'm gonna stand up on this thing,
Mhm.
make an acrobatics jump to get down to my feet safely.
Okay. Are you gonna be aiming for Gaia? For light?
Do it.
Sure, I'll aim for Gaia. He can soften my fall. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure.
So as he jumps at the last minute, I'm gonna get scared and go, "No!" and run away.
He gets an attack of opportunity on you. You fuckhead!
As he
As he hits 21 to land on the floor safe.
You're like a
As he
cat.
hit-
Just
As he hits the floor, can I use my thaumaturgy to slam the cupboard door open and hit him with it?
Can I use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke on him?
I'm gonna be like, "Psych!"
Whatever you want.
as he hits the floor.
While they're doing that, can I look around the room?
sure. I'll look around the room. Looks
Can I
like
be the sensible one?
The sensible one. You see a closet
Oh,
chest over here, which is kind of just he's got like it's open, so you can kind of see it's just like his.
You say
clothes
over
and
here.
stuff like that.
Where?
Down.
Bottom
She
right corner.
pointed.
Bottom right corner.
Right, thanks.
You got rugs. You got some sleeping bags. Looks like it was the intention that you guys were over here for like a sleepover, so you guys weren't all going to be sleeping in the bed. It was just
That's
you guys happen to
really
be.
awkward.
yeah. You guys have sleeping bags.
You made it so we chose to sleep in the bed with the child.
No,
That's
you weren't
even worse,
sleeping
mate.
there. You
Hey,
guys
we're 3 years old as well.
You guys were all playing, Guardians
I
at
don't-
the time.
I don't know about you guys, but at 3-year-old, first off, I didn't have this kind of imagination. Second, we didn't have cardboard weapons and no armor. And third, by 7 o'clock we were sleeping
Yeah.
because we were 3 years old.
You
We
gotta
didn't
remember,
have a
it's like
choice.
Well,
Pre-dawn. We've got up early.
yeah. This is like morning time. So, anyways,
Bitch.
you got a bag over here. You got a chest over here. Some board games. Dartboard. I mean, it's like
I'm gonna go over.
dartboard.
I'm gonna go over to
Alright.
this. In fact, no, because I'm closest to it. I'll go to this bottom right corner chest.
Okay.
And just see what's inside.
You're
If it opens.
ruffling through this kid's stuff. That's rude.
I don't know. It's his stuff.
This is definitely
Fuck it.
his room.
2 minutes ago, I was fucking 38 years old and joining the Guardians. Now I'm in a fucking kid's room. It could be anything in here.
Exactly. Could be mithril armor.
Meg, I'm gonna inspect this rug and see what animal it's made out of.
It's pretty like a. It would be something that you would be familiar with. It's definitely a very northern type of animal. It's like a I don't know the name of it, but it's like a bear with that has like 6 legs, and it used to have 2 heads. You know 'em. They're pretty common. You know,
Does it look cozy?
it's very cozy.
Pretty
It's
common,
very
but I don't know the name of it.
luxurious. Yeah,
What was the kid's name again?
Logan.
Logan,
Yeah,
where'd you keep your Legos?
in my chest, in the chest over there.
Okay, I'm gonna run over the chest and look for some Legos.
Okay.
Is there anything in the chest that I'm looking at?
Let's start, Lou. Yeah, when you open the chest, it's just kind of various knickknacks that the kids collected. A lot of toys. Nothing really stands out to you as being something you would want.
No, fuck that. I go to the bag in the other chest.
Hang on, are there buttons?
Buttons?
I don't know what's button.
Well, you're not looking in there, so.
No.
Like,
What's in this one?
Like, there's a shit ton of buttons in the other chest there. If you're interested.
And
Why the fuck would
your
I want a button?
chest-
Damn it!
In your chest,
Yes.
I want to know if, well,
Please say fuckload of Legos.
a 6 doesn't hit, I'm guessing,
No.
but it's a mimic.
It's
and
an absolute unit. If it's its first attack, it does have advantage because it's a surprise.
Okay, so 22.
That hits.
And what does the? Why doesn't it give you an option to just roll the damage with this? That's what I don't.
It
get.
should do.
Because it's not the normal roll thing.
Hmm.
So you're gonna take 11, but you're only gonna take half of 11, so it's like 6 damage. As you and the kid are both hit with this thing that I'm about to bring up into the layer.
Which kid?
To,
kid's
Logan.
still Up closer.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's a mimic.
Hadouken! You need to turn the chest to the background so we can see the token.
can.
Just as a thing. With
Oh,
the
actually,
mimics,
can
does it auto grapple me?
does it? Let me see. It's a piece of.
Because it's part of the hit.
You have to make a. I think an athletics check of 13.
Strength saving
strength
throw.
save,
I
yeah.
think it would be.
Oh shit! No, that didn't even roll in the box. That was a 9 minus 1. That's an 8.
An 8. So you're now grappled by this thing.
No,
And
fuck!
you take
These aren't Legos.
Has anyone seen light? I haven't seen him for a few minutes.
It's holding me in his like massive muscular arms.
And of course, at
You
the same
fucker!
time, Logan just kind of like he got hit as well.
Shut up,
Just
kid.
starts-
The kid's
Okay.
still at the bed.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack this thing. If
Okay.
that's alright.
Let me go ahead and put on the turn orders. We
Okay.
can- I
Roll
guess-
initiative.
Yeah. Let me. How do you clear it?
Uh,
Right click it and then clear score.
You can. I would say just leave our. I'll just say leave ours on. We can edit our numbers.
Oops.
It's fine. What do I get? Oh, nice. Big 2.
23.
I'm continuing with my 7.
I'm at 13. Unlucky for some.
Mine's a 2 plus 2, so 4.
Not for Scatty.
Nice.
Why can't I minimize this? Sucks.
Because you didn't ask nicely.
I've got to read a spell. I'm 23. When my thing comes up, let me know. I'm reading a spell.
It's up. Not joking.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Bullshit.
You've just put Mike on there twice. Well, Mike's already on there once.
Fucking hell, Meg. One job. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Jay.
only being I mean,
I gotta give it to you, Meg. You're doing a good DM job so far. I'm very happy.
yeah. You know what I've noticed? No sass.
No sass. I know. Yeah, she's happy for once. It's fine.
I know.
Meg, can I be put on initiative?
No, you're grappled.
No, you're grappled.
Here you go.
Thanks. That's
Okay.
fine. I'm at the bottom anyway.
I'm gonna try something random.
Okay.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from this mother dick?
You sure can. I mean, he looks very wise.
Ah.
I do like that your token is just perfectly in his arms, like he's just giving you a nice hug.
I didn't know it'd be wise. I thought it was an inanimate
Very
object. I thought it'd be stupid as fuck.
No, he's
It's a
super wise.
chest,
He's 11.
not very wise.
11.
Yeah,
He
11.
fails with a 14. So, I'm casting suggestion on this bitch. And I suggest he spits that shit out, turns the fuck around, and shows us his asshole so we can kick the fuck out of him. I want him to spit. I suggest he spits that out or drops that
Drop it.
and lies prone.
Okay. So he's gonna be prone.
He does pretty much whatever I tell him to do, as
Yeah.
long as it doesn't cause him to harm himself for the next 8 hours,
Fair enough.
Or until he completes the task, right?
or until he completes the task. So at least for this round, we should gain advantage on him.
Except for me and Light.
Until the end of my turn, I think it would be.
Oh, your
Alright.
turn, not its turn?
I don't know. Let me read it.
Alright. Usually it's its turn.
Yeah, it can stand up on its own turn, can't it?
Of course, yeah. But no, on its turn, it should perform the action.
Yeah, on its turn, it will drop me and go to the floor, and then end
And
its
then-
turn.
On the
And that'll
following,
give us 1 round.
yeah, and then on the following turn, it could do what the fuck it wants. So it gives us a whole round of
Boom,
anything,
chicka
anything before him, and then anything after him for 1 round.
Alright. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Fucking love my little sorcerer dude. He's fucking feeling cool.
Yeah. You did good.
Yeah, he kicks ass as a
I mean,
3-year-old.
that's the way I said it as a player. As a character, I'm like, drop him, turn, lie down, and I'm like moving on my hands,
Good dog.
like to shape this magical energy.
So Logan kind of scampers over towards
Gamble.
he scampers. He's 3 over to Lou's character, and he's going to cast Bless on Light, your character, and
Come on, what's his
Bruce.
name, Meg? What's his name, Meg? Shut up.
Kosh.
Shut up.
Evan. It's not on your token, and I forgot it.
I want Meg to get my name wrong
Bruce.
because I did that all the time to her.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to give you a bit
Bruce-
of sass here, Meg.
So Evan, Bruce, and Light, you get plus 4
1d4.
added on
Plus-
to your attack rolls and your saving throws.
Wait, plus 4, not plus 1d4.
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 One day.
Oh, okay. I was like, plus 4, holy shit.
Mhm.
So 1d4, and there you go. And he says it in Perfect Celestial. There you go. And then
Which nobody understands.
I think one person does.
Mike speaks Celestial?
Scaddy understands.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so he knows what he's saying. It's mostly like a bunch of like this kid would fit well into your guys'
Blah, 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 blah.
Fit well in where?
Mhm.
You'd fit well in where, Megs?
like up in the north. Like just he has the same type of almost the same type of belief system. They're just more settled. So you might think he's weak or something, but he's still like
He's a 3-year-old kid. Of course he's weak.
yeah.
We're all
You're all
3-year-olds.
3-year-olds kids. Now Sketty.
Skelly's just gonna go. Look, and he's like, he's just got this big shit-eating grin on his face because to kill. He's just gonna be like, ah, just start running over. And then when I get to that point, I'm gonna like, you know, like one of those things where you put a tennis ball in it and you throw it like for a dog. It's like makes your arm longer to throw the ball. His axe is gonna act like that, and he's gonna launch a bolt of holy energy. It's gonna be a sacred flame.
Shit.
Oh, big 1 damage, but you need to make a DC 14 dex save.
You better make it, Meg. You
You
better.
better make it. Oh, yes!
Oh, how much?
Chest.
1 point of radiant damage.
1 point. Already- Oh, it's
These
looking
big
pretty
cantrips.
rough. It's
I love
At least,
I love,
yeah, but at least Toll the Dead works on it better now.
yeah.
I love the scary-
That's all you need is that 1 point of damage for this party.
It's back to Toll the Dead, guys.
All right.
I love that the biggest guy in here's done the least amount of damage.
I'm pretty sure the
Well,
kid's done more damage at this point.
I've done way more damage.
Yeah, you have.
You
You,
did, you
have,
did,
but
yeah.
I wanted you.
Nothing this round.
Bit of sass for Mike.
Just sass.
I'm the only one that's done damage.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, catch up to my 1 HP of damage.
You had
Sure.
advantage, but it doesn't affect save. Sorry.
I'm gonna wait until
he
it
doesn't,
drops
Scotty
light,
doesn't.
and then I'll.
He would have
Oh.
been prone in the next turn, which would have given disadvantage in dex save,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
surely. But it's next turn, so
Next turn.
that
And
sucks.
he's not able. He's still prone for this, right?
He hasn't got into his turn. to
hasn't
go
prone yet.
He would turn and go. He would spit light out and go prone on this turn, I
Okay.
guess.
Oh, yeah,
It's
so
your
this
DM,
turn-
so-
He lets go of. He drops the bear hug on light, and then he just kind of turns around, facing the corner, like he did something wrong.
Bitch.
So he's not prone.
Yeah, he's
Should be
pretty prone.
prone.
He's
Probably
kind of
lie
hard to
down.
knock prone because they're actually, I think, one of their. Let me check.
You know what? You know what the problem
Yeah,
with
it can't be
prone
prone. It can't be prone.
Oh.
It's actually a condition immunity. So he's just kind of
Okay.
his
Good.
back facing you.
Good, because otherwise your wizard would have had disadvantage on attack rolls.
Mhm.
But now, with Bless, I can make an attack roll.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna first climb on this chair. So I have better advantage, so I can see things.
Mhm.
Now look over to people.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna gather a multicolored ball of energy in my hand.
Okay.
And push it out towards the chest, casting Chromatic Orb. And I shall roll my dice. Wow, that's a 5, a 7, and a 4 on the damage, and a 5 for the damage type.
Mhm.
So the damage type is a poison damage,
Okay.
and the damage total is 16 points of poison damage.
Nice.
Oh wait, I need to roll for attack first.
It's like,
Oh,
doesn't
don't
hit.
worry, I've got a chromatic orb with d20 plus 6 plus 1d4 to hit.
Yeah.
So 16, I'm not sure if that's going to hit, so I'm going to grab that d4. Because, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Great. And now you have your damage there. 16
Okay.
points of poison.
And we got it. Now, Gaia,
Wonderful.
what you want to do?
As this thing puts me to the ground, and I see some sort of drool coming out from it, and I'm going to just wave my hands toward it, pull away, and the water's going to come to me and stick to my skin as I cast Armor of Agathas, and it freezes.
Ooh.
That gives me a little bit of stuff to help. I realise now that that's an action, but that's okay. I'm standing here with my maul ready, and that's all I'm doing.
Alrighty.
Got the shield on. Well,
Yeah, spell slots.
I saliva on me.
Not too good, but there you go. Now, are you gonna move away from this thing, or?
nope. I'm staying right here.
Good.
Right in front of, well, right behind it at the minute. But
And that brings us to Lou.
So how's it looking at the moment, Meg? Is it?
Well, it's got its back to you, but
Yeah.
it still looks good.
Okay. I'll go for a acid bolt. Far away.
oh,
with,
that
a
gave me
D,
10.
with a D4 as well.
With a D4.
Yes. Oh, roll a 4. Natural 1.
Beautiful. So it didn't hit, right?
It was a natural 1, so I charge it up, and as I'm casting the spell, I look, and as I go to throw the spell, it just kind of just the magic just drops in my hand. It's like fuck.
Or you could have it where it hits the dartboard square in the center, and it's just bullseye. Just not where you wanted it.
Oh my god.
Okay. That brings us to Logan. He is going to charge at this thing.
Hit me.
Yeah, he's gonna run right up there. He's gonna charge it, and he's gonna hit it with a thunderous smite. And
Punch me. And then just push.
it's gonna hit, and then it has the normal attack of it. It's a 1.
I'm drinking like Scaddy at the moment, and I'm out of beer.
Skaduken!
9. Now that's really shit rolls, but he does
I wanna
9
see more
points of
Scaddy.
damage. But
Oh, Scaddy.
How much damage do you say, Meg?
about 9. Minus
About 9.
about 9.
27.
It's roughly 240.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Give or take 200.
Like I rolled like 2 1s and all that, so fuck. But he hits this thing with his hammer, and it's just like a thunderous booming sound that just makes the whole room shake up, and it's audible like 300 things away. I think Scatty would definitely approve of how much noise this thing is making.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it my turn now?
Is Daddy proud? Here you go. It is Scatty.
Scaddy cheers when he hears the thunder. He's like, "Yes, for the Stormlord!" And he's gonna run up to this like wall, like bounce off the wall, and then try and hit it with his axe.
Okay.
Let's go. Does 15 hit?
15 does it.
Great. So he like jumps up to the wall, like springs off the wall, and then jumps on top and slaps his axe into it for 11 damage. Yeah.
Good man.
Good boy.
Think I get a good chunk of stuff out of it.
Oh shit, man, do you get to pretty much cast Booming Blade on every turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
We only
Yes,
get one
please.
attack, so it's worth getting it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just like, that's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's the
Think it's
What
absolute.
do you think Yar was doing?
You can, but as a cleric, you can get 78 thunder damage added on.
Fuck, man.
All the thunder.
And let me see, because he's got 3 possible opponents in front of him.
Hit me. Hit me.
Yeah, hit me.
Everyone's
Way
just
more
yelling,
edgy than
"Hit me."
those guys.
Now I'm rolling a. Okay, it's a 4, so he's gonna hit Gaia. He wants you back in his
Yeah.
arm. He misses it.
Go for it.
You were very warm. 24 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Ow.
Barely.
5, 6,
What if I can
7,
do?
I didn't mention a minute ago, but when that ice connected to me, I did gain 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, you did. Okay. So
Yeah, because that's part of the spell.
you'll take 4 damage, and the kid takes the rest of the 4.
Okay. And he takes 10 points of cold damage as my ice armor bursts at him.
Oh, nice. Oh, that I did not do that in the right direction. There we go.
Goodbye.
You know what? Just to fuck with it as well, I'm also going to use my racial of Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Because fuck it. I need a deck save.
Of 29.
Fuck!
Aw.
Is it
It's
half
not
damage?
halved, is it? Or is it?
I think it's half
Uh,
damage.
no, it's
I'll have a
half.
look. I'll have a look at the spell.
Fucking hell, Meg's been on that vape all night, man. I keep hearing.
I
We've
know.
got- I think we've both got spells that when Meg hits us, we like
No.
electrocute her and shit.
Oh shit, is it that much damage?
2d10.
No, it's more.
What? It's more?
18 damage.
18.
Yeah, because I'm a warlock.
How do you want to do
Ah,
this?
highest spell
Burst
slot.
of, so a burst of ice and then a burst of fire follows up.
Nice.
Of course, you need to use your highest level spell slot, so you add an extra d10.
Yep.
Nice.
As it bursts out against him. Do you say he's dead? Oh, sweet.
Did you want
Yeah,
to
if you
describe
said
it a little more?
Oh, I like to think that one arm just turns to solid ice and the other one bursts into flame as they just. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
What's the rebuke you give him? How do you...
Fuck you, guy.
Oh, the rebuke?
Yeah.
It's like, don't you fucking touch me. Bitch.
Touch me, and then just push till
Yeah,
I can.
and then I
burn.
just poke him with my maul and he falls over.
He falls over.
Doop.
And he reverts back to his natural form, which is really buff. but ambiguous.
So, here's a question:
Mhm.
Did they drop any loot?
It did.
Did you drop fucking
He
Legos?
dropped Legos.
When this thing's dead, Scatty's gonna go running up to the little boy.
Mhm.
I mean,
Logan.
I'm gonna grab him around the scruff of his neck and go, "Where are the rest of the monsters? I want to slay them."
He's like, go the
I'm gonna start shaking him. And go, "Where are they?"
I
And he's gonna run-
I think we got them all.
I'm gonna run up, jump on this desk, and just start hitting the desk with my axe.
And
gonna-
that's when the door opens and you hear, "You kids, settle down in there."
I'm
Are
gonna
you
go,
still-
"Whoa!" and run towards it.
I say, shut up, and I use thaumaturgy to shut the door.
I would like to grab this bag,
Okay.
drag it over to the chest, start
Okay.
scooping in all the Legos.
Okay.
Can we not see what's in the bag, Doc?
Sure, go out, have a look at the bag.
Well, as he's walking,
like
as he's dragging this bag like by the handle and just looking at the chest, I'm trying to open it. Like, what the fuck's in here? Is anything good?
you got like basically school supplies and stuff.
Ah, fuck
like,
that.
Like books and.
I'll start checking the drawers. On the
Guys!
chest.
You find his underpants.
He's just
There's gotta
like
be
kind
something
of
where-
watching you guys. It's like, you guys still want to play Guardians or?
No, fuck you, kid. Right, let's get out of here. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. However,
Fuck you, kid.
there's a room full of free things trying to kill us.
Mhm.
We're late for an appointment for a start.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave,
Well,
and I'll go stand by Scaddy.
I'm gonna.
before
wait,
you
we're leaving?
walk away, the kid's gonna take a tack. Just kidding.
Even if he's talking to me, I'm just gonna walk away. And if he attacks me, I'm gonna fuck him right up.
No, he just says, "It was a pleasure serving with you," and he just gives you a little
Yeah,
salute.
goodbye.
Wait, so are we leaving?
Yeah.
Hang on, we haven't got all the Legos yet.
Come, there are monsters
I'm
playing.
doing my best.
Hi,
I'm filling up this bag with Legos.
Evan. Come on. We don't need Legos.
Yes, we do.
You're under a charm. Think
You
about
don't
it.
know what you're talking about.
Yes, this is a spirit test. Slay my monsters. He's just gonna open this
Hey.
door.
Listen to
Every
the
time
thing.
someone tries to open that door, I use thaumaturgy to close it.
I use thaumaturgy to open it again. He's just like going.
As he opens it, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth to make sure the door stays open. I'm just gonna break all the floorboards underneath. The door can't close.
I'm gonna drag this bag of Legos with me as we exit the room.
We got the Legos.
Come, you yellow-bellied cowards! Fight the monsters! And I'm gonna run out of the room.
I follow,
Let's
I
go
follow
fight
Scaddy.
the monsters, and he's following you guys like, ah!
Why is
I
this
just want
kid?
to check.
Whose is this kid? Scaddy, is this
I just want to check. Is Scaddy a 3-year-old with a beard?
Yes.
Probably. He's probably got like a fake beard on and eyeshadow. He's just going, ah!
And it's like, and his tattoos are drawn on. Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
drawn on in like bad permanent marker.
it's
Okay,
like
I've wanted
paint,
to.
just paint he just smeared on himself.
I wanted to say this a while ago, but when I first saw Scaddy's token in the small picture, I didn't realize it was eyeshadow. I thought it was a hippie with the fucking big round glasses on.
I thought he had an eye patch.
At first glance, it looks like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
He does not have an eye patch. Alright. I thought he had an eye patch.
Nah, he's just got a big scar.
So you guys are all leaving?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
I mean, as on my way out, I used thaumaturgy to slam the door closed.
You can't. It's full of.
Well, that's fine. I try.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
all right. So just like the
Doors.
first time when you walk through the door, instead of that feeling of falling, you feel like you're kind of like, it's like he was saying, when you think that there's one more step, or you think that you're already at the top of the stairs, but there isn't like another step there, but you're just going up instead of down this time, so you're kind of growing.
Well,
Doc, you get the opposite this time.
Yeah,
Doc.
the
You
opposite.
actually get
yeah.
the
Instead of there is another step. No, we're already and we just ponk.
Exactly.
Keel over forwards.
Scaddy's already
forward.
used to psychedelic drugs, mate, so he doesn't even give a shit. Just like,
Mm.
yeah.
And we're gonna go to the next map.
Oh, let's kill some
Yeah.
shit.
There's another map.
Oh my
Scaddy, kill
fucking
everything!
god.
Rah!
And go ahead and place your tokens.
Where
Over here. Next to
Right.
that.
you need to
in the
make your
bottom.
color a bit brighter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we could have a break soon? Because I'm dying for tea.
Let's take a break before this, yeah.
My hands are shaking, honestly.
He's like,
It's all the rage. It's all the rage,
you
Scatty.
need to get like a vape and then just vape your tea. Like
Only-
the entire time.
Only hipsters vape, Meg.
Alright,
Exactly.
so we're gonna take a little break. What do you guys think? 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10.
Well,
10?
10.
Big
Yeah.
10. Big 10.
Big
Big
10.
10.
We have done 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I can't find you. I can't find you. I can't find I can't find
We're not aware of.
There you go. All right. So, welcome back. We're back from our break. And make sure I'm on the right fucking scene. We are. Cool. So, when you guys kind of fell forward, you returned back to your good old selves, fully armored. You now have a bag full of Legos.
Yes.
So, you kept that going into this area.
I'm going to give that bag of Legos to Light. I think he really likes Legos.
Yeah, I think you'd really like those Legos.
Cool. I'll take it and I'll put it on the back. I'm good.
Fucking Legos. And when you enter this room, all these people are here. Faces that you know and love and cherish.
Oh, wait, how far?
Yeah.
Quick
And-
question.
Hey, it's your chance to
Quick
save the
question.
woman. You can think of that.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Whenever Light moves, does he sound like an empty bag of Legos? Like.
It's a little muffled, but it's there. It's there. So when you first enter this room, you notice that the ground is kind of covered in snow. It feels like there's almost like that the floor was replaced with like a really solid ice underneath. And it's kind of breaking away into this these opened areas here, this darkness, this void. It almost looks like space in a sense. Like you feel like if you fell into this, that you would just keep falling forever. There are some things that are just kind of floating around in it. You can see like bits of the furniture, food, and all kinds of stuff. Flowers, just kind of in a serene, floating sort of way. And it's definitely open. You will definitely fall into this if you aren't careful. There's 2 doors on either side of the room, and then there's 4 NPCs. And as soon as you enter, let's see, the old
How you
man
doing?
speaks first. Tobias speaks first. He says, "We know the door towards freedom." And then the grandmother speaks, "We all know the door to certain death." And then the mother speaks, "You can each ask one question." And then the little boy speaks, "I don't know anything, but I know one lies, one tells the truth, and one does both on a whim."
Fuck's sake, I've heard this riddle and it's the random that makes it fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Meg, purely due to Discord, would you repeat that, please?
Sure. I can actually copy and paste it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, give us the handout.
No.
So one always
Because
tells
the
the truth.
handout has the like it has
Give
a
us-
bunch of different ways. Like there's more than just the way.
Give us the player handout in that.
No.
That's all the GM stuff cut out.
So
So the old man said, "We know the door towards freedom. We all know the door to certain death. You can each ask one question. The little boy doesn't know anything, but he knows that one lies, one tells the truth, and one does both on a whim."
So we know something.
So we can all ask one question to each NPC.
They just said you can only ask one question.
Well, here's the thing. I think Grandma lies or does it at a whim because she says we all know. But I don't know the door to certain death. Uh-huh.
Or she could always lie.
She could
She
have meant
could.
the we as in the we, the three of them there.
Well, that's not implied.
Play on language there.
That would be pun.
I'm gonna
Don't
just
do that.
mute myself and let you guys work this out. Let me know when you want to try to ask questions or.
Okay. So there's a thing. Questions like this. Don't ask closed questions. Avoid yes and no answers. You're going to ask a question, ask it as an open question. A yes or no answer is too easy for a liar to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
A question that involves an explanation now, that's a different subject. Don't ask questions like, are you the liar?
Why not?
Because they can just say yes or no, and then do you believe them or do you not?
Why don't we just beat it out of them?
Go for it. Go for
You're all fucking cowards!
it.
They just have this serene look on their face, like it's not. They're not even affected by
Hey,
your.
you're muted.
insults.
Shut up.
So we can each ask one question. Wouldn't it, I'm starting to think, I don't know why, but I'm starting to think we should ask them questions about each other. Somehow. Like,
Is that person over there a dude?
isn't it if because we could ask them, we could go one each asking, do you always tell the truth? Maybe. The liar
The
would
liar
say,
and the truth would say yes, and the random one would say something. Well, will always say yes.
I've got an idea. We have their grandson.
I can just push him off.
I'm gonna grab the little fuck by the back of the neck.
What's your alignment?
My alignment is chaotic neutral, which means
Yeah.
I look after myself no matter what.
Okay.
I'm gonna step to the edge of this void. Is this a void? I guess.
It's a void, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna step to the edge and hang him over because he's only fucking little,
Mhm.
and I'm an adult, so I can do that.
Yes.
I'm gonna hang him over the edge. I'm gonna look at the grandfather. Bear in mind he could be a liar. And I'm gonna say, would you like me to drop your grandson into the void?
He says no.
so he's
Very
not.
nice close questions.
So we know that old
Yeah,
man.
no, fuck that up, but shut up.
Yeah, but now we know that old man either lies on a whim or always tells the truth.
Yeah.
Or just doesn't care
Or
about
just doesn't care.
He's not. He doesn't seem hostile. Like he's not having a reaction. Oh god. He's not having a reaction that you would expect. He's just kind of absently watching you guys.
Can
I'm
I?
gonna
can I-
look at him. I'm gonna pretend to drop the kid and insight him if I can.
Sure. Roll insight.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
That's 5. 5.
As far as you can tell, this guy doesn't fucking care if you drop him in the void.
But that's contrary to your word.
It is, but it's a shit insight roll.
Scotty,
Yes.
shall I drop him?
They don't seem bothered.
I just chuck the kid back on the floor. Sorry, kid. Worth a shot.
No worries.
Okay. I know something about this riddle, or at least I've heard it, something similar to it before.
Kaya,
Usually there's
you're
only-
echoing. You're like
the
sitting
bathroom.
in a hollow area.
He's having
How
a
am I
shit.
echoing?
Well, you're in a hollow area.
One tells the truth. One lies on a whim. Does one always lie, did they say?
Yeah.
One always lies,
Oh,
one
that-
always tells the truth, one's random.
Better.
So yeah, I know a riddle about this. Usually there's only 2 of them, but you usually only have one question. Now, usually when there's 2, you know the one tells the truth, the other one lies. You ask what the other one would say if you asked it a question.
Yep.
Right? Now we have 3 questions left. We could ask each of them what one would say.
But then
Mm.
we'd be out of the answers.
The random fucks us up.
Oh, so we'd ask the young woman. So we'd ask, say, the old lady, which door would the young woman tell us is the door to freedom?
Yes.
Well,
But
even
so
more
if-
open than that, which door would the others tell us would be leading us to freedom?
That could
Yeah,
work.
yeah, that's pretty much the
Because-
same thing. Yeah, do that. Sounds like a good plan there.
Hang on. So if we asked the woman, the old woman, if we asked the other two people which door would lead us to freedom, what would they say?
Mhm.
Say the old man was a liar, he would point to, say, the top one, which is death. The woman could have been, and the random could be random, so she could say, she'd also point to the top one. But actually, no, because with that kind of question, they'll always point
Yeah, the
to
whims.
they'll always point to the door to freedom. If you are,
I feel like the one with the. I don't know how. We need to try and rule the one with the whim out, don't we? But it's kind of hard to do.
No, we're trying to rule the liar out with those questions. That's the thing that you do.
No. We're trying to find the truth teller.
okay, that's it. So if you ask if you ask them, this guard, it's not even a guard. I just know it by guards. That's how I know the riddle.
Mm-hmm.
You ask him, what would the other two say if I asked you which door was the door to freedom? Now, no matter what, the one they point to would be the one to death. So you go to the other one.
Ah. Yeah.
Because if you ask the truth guard would tell would say the liar one would point to death because they're lying to you if you ask them which one was the freedom. The liar
Actually,
one would tell you
we can be more
Truth
we can be more precise. We can literally point at one door, then ask the question, what would the others tell us if we asked them what way this door leads? The liars will likely lie. The truth sayers will always speak the truth. So at least one of them will tell us if it's a good door or a bad door.
That's a good
but you
check.
don't know which one's the truth or the lie.
But you do know if all three of them say, yeah, that's the door to freedom, you can go through it because at least one of them's telling the truth.
But if all three of them say that door's the freedom, then that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they'd never.
Because
do
one of
that.
them always lies.
Oh yeah, it's fair play.
So you'll have the one that lies will say no, it's not. You'll have the one that tells the truth that says yes, it is, and you'll have the other one which says yes or no at random.
Oh yeah. So if we all ask each one individually, what is the door to death? What would the others say is the door to death? Then, if two of them point to one door and one of them points to the other door, because it's the whimsical one that throws that out.
It does.
Yeah, the whimsical one
So
makes
what we
it
should-
possible.
So if all three of us ask that question to each of them, then if we have 2 votes on one door, then that's the door for death. If we have 2 or 3 votes on one door, then that would be the door to death. And then if we just have 1 vote on the other door or no votes, then we know that one's the one to freedom. Because the whimsical one could just say anything.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
ask it multiple times, you should get the majority.
So if we ask each one individually, what would the others say is the door to death? Then the one with the most votes is the door to freedom. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Basically, the one with the most votes, you go with the opposite.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so Scaddy, we've kind of had a little boys huddle and come up with this plan.
Yeah.
Scaddy's going to ask the old lady, what would the others say is the door to death?
She doesn't answer.
That's not fair.
It is.
I fire an acid bolt at her.
We have
Well-
one question each, and then she won't answer it.
She won't answer it.
That sucks.
Which means she speaks truth or lies at the whimsical.
Why does it?
So she's the whimsical one.
Yeah. Well, maybe she can't answer it because the other two would give opposing answers.
Yeah, but then she
knows-
could say that one would say that one would say that one, because that's what we're asking her.
Because
We're
you're
asking
Yeah,
what-
we're asking her for deliberate individual answers.
Which means if she can't tell it, she's the one who speaks truth. Surely, because she could just lie else.
Yeah, because she doesn't know, so she can't say.
Yes. So she's the truth speaker.
Because one of the other ones is whimsical and one of the other ones is lying.
I would ask
Well,
her
no,
a
because
question.
we're asking what the other ones would say. If she knew which one was lying, she would say that the lying one would say that door.
Yeah, but she
The
can't. You can't
whimsical
always
one would
give.
say I don't. Well, one would say either.
Well, no, she could have answered it easily by
Yeah.
saying, well, this person says this door is.
Yeah,
So-
this person would lie. This person would tell the
Can I
truth.
give you guys
The
a
reason-
little bit of help here? That you are technically asking 2 questions in that for 2
No, we're
different
not.
answers.
No, we're not.
They
No,
only
we're
have
asking
one
one
answer.
question.
How is that? How is that more than one question?
It's one question.
Because it's saying 2 people,
It's one question with 2 answers.
2 answers,
Yeah.
and she can't give
Yeah.
you 2 answers.
That's not her. That's not.
Well,
my
that's
fault.
not what they told us.
That's not what they
That's-
told us.
That's incorrect information. We should get reset.
Meg,
What?
Meg. If you say something like, do Americans like cheeseburgers? Is that like 300 million question?
Because some Americans do,
Nah,
some
nah.
Americans don't. It's an individual answer.
We got to ask one question, and she didn't answer.
Does that
doesn't
question
mean-
get used?
That doesn't mean
You don't know?
we've asked for 2 answers.
Fucking
We've asked for one answer.
Yeah.
She could have given us one answer. She could have said that guy will lie and pointed to him. She could have said that girl will lead you to the death door. That's one answer. It's the question could be answered with one answer.
Yeah.
That's not a player fault.
Nope.
Either way, she doesn't
Okay.
answer.
Well, that's our plan shot, guys, because we can't do that plan, so back to the drawing board.
Let's kill them
I would-
all.
I would like to.
Hold on. Let's kill them all and send the kid through this door. And if he dies, we'll just leave the door.
Well, but we don't know what happens on each side of the door. He could walk through it and disappear.
We can hold the door open and watch him. If he disappears, I'm going to the fucking other door.
I'm gonna pose a question to the mother, that one,
Okay.
and say, if I were to push this kid through the door beside you, what would happen?
Good answer. Good question.
Question. She says, then he will be free.
Free from life or free to go.
Did you ask her that?
No, I've asked my question. I'm done.
This is like the sassiest riddle of all time.
Yeah, I've done my question. I did mine in character and it
Did
didn't
you?
work.
But no, did you ask it her in character?
No.
Okay.
So now we have a answer that we can confirm with another person.
Throw through the door.
Mm,
Only Gaia has a question left, so
Yeah, but
Well,
say
I
she
don't
was
know.
the
Bruce,
say she was the. We asked. And he says that's the door to certain death. How are we not back at square one? Because we don't know
Yeah.
which one's which.
well, we can still push those people through the doors and see what happens.
One
Well,
thing I
we-
suppose we could do, although we're running out of questions, is ask her what happens if we pushed him through the other door.
Yeah, and if she
Does
said
the
he'd be free again, that's riddled words, which means it could mean he's free from life. He's free to go. I'd ask her that.
but because if she's not riddling the words and we say through the other door and she says that's death, she could have been lying to us.
We could ask a question about the same door again. There's 3 people. There's only 2 doors.
Yeah, but then if we ask the guy and he's say she was telling the truth, we ask the guy and he's always lying. What happens if we push him through that door? He dies. Well,
No. Well, here's the thing. If we ask the guy, what happens if we push this kid through that door and he says he will be free, then there's 2 answers on freedom. And if he says he will die, then we're stuck in here for eternity and game over. Roll characters because there's no way out. Or we kill the old lady and the kid and the girl with the red hair.
I think Scaddy should try asking another question just in case to see if his
Yeah.
question's gone.
It's your question. Scaddy's done his question.
I know, but we don't know if his has been used because we didn't get an answer.
That is true.
So if he asks another question, and if they don't answer, then we know it's gone. If he asks a question and they do answer, we know we've still got a question. Well, we had that question, and we've still got one spare.
I don't really know what question to ask.
Hmm.
Ask about the same door. There's 3 people, but there's only 2 doors. We can rule out the possibilities of doors easier than we can people.
Okay, then I go. I point to the old lady and I say, "You, what happens if the boy passes through that door?" And I point to
The top
Hello.
door.
this door.
And she answers. She says, "Then he'll be out of this realm."
That's a fucking riddle answer as well, you bitch. Has anyone got any questions left?
Yeah,
We got-
Gaia.
We got one.
Ask the guy the same question.
Okay. If I was to,
That's
Yeah.
potentially the 2 liars.
Yeah, I feel stiffed right now. I feel like I'm being stiffed.
Yeah, I feel like we've been fucked there.
I
Yeah.
have, guys. I think one
What?
thing we need to remember: this is D&D. You're not stuck to riddle rules.
I know. We can solve that afterwards, but first we're going to solve the riddle.
could we insight that woman's question? That answer that she gave.
Sure.
So I just think
Fucking 17 plus 1, 18.
She's lying.
Right, I'll go for the other door.
Hold up. She's lying.
And says the other door will be
Stating that
free from
you will
this
be
one.
Yeah.
out of the
The
realm.
thing is, she's lying. That takes him out of the realm.
Could take him to the realm of fucking death.
doesn't
Takes
matter
him out-
because we don't know what in and out of the realm means.
Could still
Whether we-
die in
whether-
this realm. We don't know that.
Whether
Okay.
she's lying or not, it kind of doesn't even really matter.
It's the way she answered the question was a riddle again. It was like, yeah, it doesn't exist anymore, or he goes out of the realm. Does that mean he's fucking dead?
I think escapes the realm is their way of saying freedom.
Right.
She was
And
lying.
she was lying.
She
So
was
she's
lying.
Okay. So let's confirm.
Oh,
I'll go for the other door.
Hang on, we got one more question. I might as well just use it.
Uh-huh.
I'll ask the guy if we push that kid through the top door, what would happen to him?
He would die.
Insight.
We go past him.
can I insight that guy when he's?
Insight 15.
15. He's on.
Yeah.
Can I insight too?
You can
He
insight.
would die.
If he went through the top door, which we've just established is death door.
You can.
So
say that
the
he's still
top
in
door is the top door. He doesn't exist anymore. He goes into a fucking different realm, and he dies in the top door.
He dies in the top door, and basically the woman said he would be free, but she was
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah,
And
the
so
old
I
lady-
asked the old man if we put him through that door. He said he would die, and he was telling the truth. So we know to go through the bottom door.
Yes, onward! And I'm just going to run over and open the door and.
Yeah, go through that door.
I follow.
Everyone's
Hello.
going to that door.
That reminding that we're in D&D.
Yeah. Remember, do you guys want to know how many different ways you could have solved that? Like, I'm not gonna go over how you could have,
No.
but I'm just
No,
saying.
because it's
just a number.
This
No, because it'll upset us. If we found
4
it.
questions versus 4 NPCs, so 4 compounded is 64 ways.
No, just like the path. Like, there are legitimately 12 different ways you could have tried to solve that, and none of them even had to do with asking.
Well, actually, I
questions.
think we had a really good one, Meg, but you
You
disallowed.
did.
I don't think you allowed it. Yeah. Can we go through the door?
Well, I'll show you. Like, I think I'll explain a little bit better later. But this next room is very special. You're not going to be together in this room. So, if you can, essentially don't say anything while I'm explaining. In fact, I want you to open Discord and get a private message prepared to send to me.
Mhm.
So, and send me a message when you are ready.
For what?
Well, I'm tell you. just
She's going to
send-
describe now.
I'm gonna describe, but I want everyone to be ready. Have your Discord stuff ready.
Oh my god, it's a brace.
I still don't understand, but okay.
Yeah, just send me a private message saying that you're ready. He's so done.
There you go.
Okay.
I sent you a message.
Okay. So
I'm-
you guys exit that room, and you are alone in a dungeon, and you see a massive pile of gold treasures, a cushion randomly in the middle. That cushion's everywhere, by the way. And you can smell death. You can smell rot and disease. And
What is that? Someone got a bouncy ball or something.
Sorry.
okay. And when you enter, you're looking at this treasure, and you see a prison door, and there's just this face behind it that you can't really make out what the features are, but you can tell it's a woman speaking to you. And she says, "You are free to go. On your way out, you can take as much or as little of this treasure as you wish. However, I've posed this offer to all of you, and whoever takes the most and whoever takes the least will be punished." And then she walks away,
Say.
opening the door. And now I want you
So-
all to private message me if you're going to take anything and how much before you leave. And then we'll go over your answers.
All right. So the person that takes the
you
most.
can't
and the
explain.
person-
We can't talk to
Explain.
each other.
No talking to each other.
Person. We have to decide.
So the person that takes the least and the person that takes the most will be punished. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, but I got overruled.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
It's like fucking deal or no deal.
I got no idea what to put. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do what Scaddy would assume everyone else would do.
This is gonna fuck me.
I'm thinking.
I answered ages ago.
I know, but I'm thinking. Hmm.
I've gone with that. Fuck it, it's D&D. Okay. Ooh, my phone has an update. You can install it.
Give a little bit of description. We're just waiting on one person now.
I need to.
Okay. So you all take your time to do what you're going to do, and I'm going to let you all describe how your character does it. Starting with Gaia.
Oh shit. I look at it and go, no, this is a trap. And I walk straight out the door.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Doctor.
Alright, so I search and scrounge through the pile. And I look at gems specifically. And I pick out diamond.
Oh, lovely.
I pick out a ruby. I pick out an emerald. I pick out a green and one sapphire. And I walk out to the door.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Lou.
I take my cloak off lie on the floor and drag as much of this shit as I can in. Take all four corners and slop it over my shoulder with literally my body weight in gold and leave.
Okay. And now Mike.
So Scaddy, assuming that like everyone else likes free treasure, he's just gonna fill all his pockets up with as much stuff as he can. Take off his cloak, fill that up, fill his backpack up, and just try and get all of the treasure in the room out with him.
I'm so happy I made my choice.
Do we get to keep this shit?
Well,
I don't
that's the
know.
thing, like it's like free treasure. So if we all take all of it, that would...
So, when you step out of this room, you're greeted with a burst of cold, frigid air. And you feel snow beneath your feet once again, and a fire.
Snow in the
Yeah.
tavern now.
Here you go. You can place your tokens
Where?
anywhere you want, really.
Cool. I'm over here.
You will notice that what you took from the that room is not with you.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'll just shake my cloak on, put it back on.
And you would notice that Doc's character, Evan, he has a scratch, 4 scratches, deep in black, across his face. And Mike's character, Scatty, he has a mark on his cheek.
Yep.
And pretty much that's it. You guys are out.
What does it look like?
It kind of, right now, it just kind of looks like just a bruise with a symbol that's, that you'd have to roll, like, a history.
Dude, what's that on your face?
I'm gonna roll history to see what it is.
Did you get a new rune or something?
Oh, I got 17.
You would notice that this is a mark of ill fate, or a rune of ill fate that you don't really know what it means in this context. It normally is foreboding, like it's not a mark you would want to have.
Right, so I'm kind of confused.
Mhm.
Because me and Lou both took as much as we could get, or all of it.
But you don't know that yet.
Yeah, you don't know.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Alright.
Guy
Right.
didn't take anything.
Me, the player, is also confused.
Yeah, but that means that he took the least, because he didn't take anything. So why would Doc...
Exactly.
But he
doesn't make
didn't
any-
take
Because it
anything.
was a trick.
Oh, right.
Since
What
he
was it?
took-
Is whoever
you
took
had
the
to-
least and took the most.
No, I understand, Meg. 0 is not less than 1. I understand.
No, but I took.
It's not taking
No.
anything at all, so there's no taking involved.
Yep, so he took way less than everyone else.
There's no taking.
0 is
I've
less
been
than
doing
1.
so many riddles at work. I'm like, nah, fucking knew it straight away.
Actually, and if you guys want to know, the way that it's called the prison
No, we
fallacy.
don't want to
You don't wanna
know.
Fine, fuck you.
D&D.
D&D.
So, immersion.
Immersion.
Right, where the fuck are we?
Well, it looks vaguely like the tavern that you started in.
Why is this
Right.
tavern full of frost now? Evan,
Someone
any
left the
ideas?
door open.
Any better ideas?
Upstairs, you hear someone walking around.
Scotty's like, I don't like the Guardians anymore. Fuck them.
This is bullshit. I want to check these 3 rooms, make sure we're not going to get sneaked up on by anything.
Fucking Guardians.
Can I spend an action to get a spell slot back using my rod?
Sure.
Cool.
Perception, Meg, or just
Perception.
luck,
Yeah,
or
perception.
13.
place looks pretty deserted. There is a fresh fire in the fireplace and in this little campfire area here. It doesn't seem like whoever was here has left, like forced out, more or less. But there does seem to be somebody upstairs who's starting to come to the stairs.
Of the stairs here, yeah?
Yeah, the stairs. Those ones.
I'm gonna. Is this a table that's overturned in front of me here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and hide behind that if I can. If I can hear somebody coming down the stairs.
It's very heavy footsteps. Like, whoever it is very large.
That's why I'm hiding.
I want to walk towards the stairs.
Can I
Yeah,
roll
me
stealth?
too.
I'm gonna walk
No stealth
Yoink.
roll?
right there.
At the top of the stairs, you see this woman
Okay.
in full plate armor, long red hair that's tapered back. She looks annoyed. About fucking time.
Did you put this fucking mark on my face?
No, I didn't. I'm the local law here. This is your base.
This is a fucking shithole.
You can take that up with the Guardians. Depending on the jobs you take, they can improve it.
I don't want to work
It's
for the
not my
Guardians.
job.
Bunch of
Yeah,
dicks.
fuck the Guardians.
Well, you passed your test anyway, so you're officially Guardian.
Fuck this test. We didn't sign up for this shit.
Fuck you. Put Mark of Ill Fate on me and send me out to defend these southern lands. Fuck you. This is going
Well, I'm gonna pull out a book and a ink and quill and dip my quill in the ink and start writing in my book. Look up to the woman and say, "The test was given, so there can't have been any past test. The test must first be given before it can be completed. One have been given." And I'm gonna look all importantly as I write in my book, doing absolutely nothing but doodling.
She's gonna give you a look that I'm sure everybody
You're a
else
li-
is giving him right now.
You're a little- You're a little
Just
stick man.
kind of annoyed.
Yeah, and Light's gonna be like, Stretch is like, well, can't believe you guys are giving up already. I mean, you've just got in, now you want to leave. Pussies.
Going into
Okay.
what?
Fucking
Oh,
Guardians, mate. You knew there was going to be a test.
I love how you said that and your icon slid away from my character.
Oh, yeah, you're a lot bigger than he is. Mhm.
I'm gonna sit by the fire and just ignore all this shit.
I'm gonna sit right here in this chair, doodling in my book.
She's just gonna look at you like Scatty, specifically.
Awkward.
Just staring you down. This town needs people who can rise above the rest. If you're not able to do something like that, then get the fuck out of here. Because we don't need any weak little bitches coming in here acting like they own the place, but they're not going to be able to rise to the occasion. So fuck off if you want.
But I'm going to interject as she says, like we own the place, and say, well, you just told us we own this place,
You
apparently.
own it?
Scotty's gonna go, yeah, that's right, you fucking bitch.
So we're
You
not
own it when
acting
you
like
accept
we own it.
being
You're
a
acting
guardian.
like we own it.
Yeah, get out of our fucking house, bitch.
This is our shithole, whore. And she's gonna toss a satchel on the ground. This is yours. Pick it up if you can. And she just walks out the door. Unless you guys want to try to take an attack of
Not very-
opportunity on her way out. I don't know.
Yeah, you better walk away. You better leave. Fuck you. And he's gonna pick up the package.
Yeah, Scotty, you tell her, man. You tell her.
Yeah, you see the fear in her eyes? That's right.
She called me a little
Yeah.
bitch. To my
You know what?
face.
I don't think it was just fear, though. I think it's also a little bit of arousal.
I smell a little bit of feces.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I smelled fish as she went by.
He's gonna, what's in the satchel? What's in the satchel? What's in the satchel?
Okay, so you open the satchel, and there's 3 compartments neatly divided up. One of them is full of parcels and ink, and some of them are pre-prepared, like they have like different names to them, like requisitions, completion or a contract completion. It's just like legal shit you probably wouldn't care. The second one has 3 scrolls in it, and you can tell there's like a little inscription on that compartment that says inbound, and then there's an empty section that says outbound.
Sweet. I'm gonna go and put the whole satchel on the fire. I'm joking. That's mission derail. No, I'm gonna.
Oh, and there is
I'm not gonna-
4 little emblems of the Guardians.
Okay, then I'll definitely throw it on the fire. No, I'm joking.
And
They go,
it's like,
and they go, wizard. There's some nerd shit over here to look at. Just go and hand it over to the to Doc.
all right.
I quickly turn around. Is the bag with Lego in my back, or is it gone?
You have it.
Yes! I turn around like, yeah, the fucking Lego!
And you also still have the ring on your finger.
Wait, what ring? I don't remember having been given a ring.
My ring.
Gaia was given a ring.
Ah,
Wait. This ring doesn't do anything. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill the kid by accident. I keep wearing it.
that's okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna randomly walk around taking a load of damage and just end up killing the kid.
It
Or the
does
paladin
say on the ring, it has a little inscription. It just says Logan, and there's also a little symbol of Tyr on it.
What do I know about Tyr?
You don't know about Tyr?
No, what do I know about Tyr?
Roll me a religion.
Ooh.
Oh,
plus one,
and
8.
remember that thing
cool.
we talked about before?
Yeah, that's now in effect.
It's no longer in effect, really.
Oh,
Talked about
okay.
before, so yeah,
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I got an 18 on religion.
18. You would pretty much know what I told Mike earlier about it. That he's this god of just and goodness. He believes in balance. I mean, it's basically like Thor sort of thing.
I'd take the
Balance.
ring off. I'd take the ring off and just throw it in the direction of the 2 older wizard people. The 2 other casters, and just go, "Yeah. You can have it if you want it. I want it."
I'll pass.
So what are you guys doing now?
I know. I'm trying to like work out what this mark does.
Are you like
Prodding it.
Googling it?
I'm prodding it.
You're prodding it.
Yeah.
It seems to like it really hurt at first, but it starts to like it seems to be like healing, but the mark is still there.
I'm gonna try and cast lesser restoration on it.
What does that do exactly?
It removes stuff.
It removes black scars.
It removes everything.
It removes. You touch a creature and disease or one condition afflicting it.
it's a condition.
Doesn't really do
I mean,
anything.
just like rabies.
But if you had a disease, you no longer have it, so that's good.
Cured of HIV.
You cured the HIV.
Great.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna,
give it a
I'm gonna take my knife off my belt and cut the mark off.
Okay. I'm guessing you're gonna take at least a point of
What?
action, point of damage for
Yep.
doing that.
Yeah, he doesn't like bad mojo, so he's gonna try and cut it off.
Well, you can no longer see it because it's on
Sweet.
the ground.
Cut like a slither of skin off, throw it on the ground. Yeah.
Alright.
And he did throw the bag over to the 2 wizards. So you guys want to do anything with that bag?
Yeah, I'm gonna read through all the paperwork.
It's all
See if
pretty
it's interesting.
bureaucratic stuff. There is a thing that says there is one, or the 3 scrolls in the inbound one are regards to contracts that you can take up. You want to read it those?
Alright.
I just
I'm gonna read-
realised.
What else is there before I open any? What else?
Well, there's the ink and the parcel, and even though you didn't really cast like identify on it, you can kind of tell that they have sort of like a little watermark on them, and you suspect that it's to kind of keep it from being used for your scrolls and stuff. So it's like official business only sort of shit. And there really isn't.
Okay.
Oh, and the emblems are in there, so you have the little badges if you want to hand those out.
Yeah, I'll take a badge. I'll offer the other badges to the other people. So there's 3 potential jobs. Before anything, I want to pick up something broken, something dirty, probably moldy,
Yep.
and put it in the outbound bag. Just
Okay.
see what happens.
And are you going to close the bag?
Yeah.
When you reopen it, the dirt is gone.
Great. So I just send. I speak out loud to the point to everyone that wants to. So I just put some moldy rubbish in here, closed the bag, and it was gone. If this is going to be our base, if we need to clean stuff and we don't want to keep it, this is where it goes.
Becky
Okay?
in accounting's going to love you.
Oh, give me the bag! Give me the bag! And I'm gonna run over to him.
All right, I'll give him the outbound bag.
Well, it's
I'm
the
gonna
same
spit-
bag, but
I'm gonna open the bag, spit in it, and then shut the lid.
okay. When you reopen
And then
it,
I'll-
the spit's gone.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep spitting in the bag over and over.
You're going to get a parcel in the inbound one of the times that you open it.
All right.
Are you going to read
Well,
it?
I've got the inbound bag, so I'm gonna open the parcel.
Return to sender.
It says in a very official way, please stop.
I would like to write down on the back of that paper, we're testing out communication. We have not been properly introduced nor informed.
I'm just walking around while he's reading it, putting rocks in. And just
So I'm writing down, I am Count Cthulhu of the Cthulian Mountain. Who are you? And I'm putting it in the outbound bag and closing it.
Oh, wait. I tear off a piece of paper out of my book and write new postbox, who dis, and put it in the inbox. Oh, outbox even.
Yep.
Whenever you open it again, it takes some time. So you have to like keep opening and closing it, but then you'll get an inbound message that says, "This is the offices of the Guardian."
So you were giggling too much.
And she says, "This is the offices of the Guardian. Communications are in working order. Please contact us if you need further information."
I'm gonna put another twig in the outbound bag.
On the back of that, where it says, "Do you need any information?" I want to write down, like, in really big writing, "Where do babies come from?" and put it in there.
As they're doing that, I'm completely letting them. My character's all about chaos, and this is chaos. So he's really happy right now.
I'm now sat by the inbox, just waiting.
And-
You do open it, and you get this entire like very detailed manuscript of not just how like human babies are created, but like babies of other races are
And does it have, like, the
created.
Kama Sutra of other races?
It's not Kama Sutra. It's not like showing like how they're baby, but it's like how would tieflings be conceived? How would a mentor like come about? Like what would the combinations be? It's a very very well written manuscript on babies.
Excellent. I'm going to add that to my items, and I'm going to give it to a child when I see one.
There you go. This is how you were created. That's
I'm
fine.
gonna- I want to. You know that piece of skin I cut off with the mark on it?
Yeah.
I want to like get like a really crude piece of paper, and like he writes kind of with his pen, like the pen in his fist. It's just be like, "The fuck is this?" with the piece of skin. Put it in the outbound box. And shove it.
Would you put in the outbound? Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
it's,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
it's so much fun with this.
Takes a little bit of time, but you do get a lengthy document about the historical connotations of this mark and what it typically means. It's kind of like a Google search where you're not quite getting like how it implies to you, but like how it's been used in the past. And it doesn't seem to be very personal, but there is a handwritten part on this manuscript on like the cover that looks like it was written by like whoever had found this information for you that says, "I think you need a priest."
Did they send the skin back?
No. It's being studied.
So they don't know what it does, pretty much.
Yeah.
But they put it on you.
Technically, they didn't put it on you. You put it on you.
No, they put it on me.
Technically.
No, Meg. There's no technicality about it. They put it on me.
So what do you guys think of this this session?
Holy fucking hell, it's funny.
I like the Guardians, but Scatty hates the Guardians.
I still have a ton of questions I'm about to send through the outbound bag. Just a moment, please. I'm writing them down right now.
Alright.
I'm gonna go and just start
Lou's been
taking a
very
short
quiet.
rest because
What's
I'm
Lou
bored of this
doing?
bag now.
What's Bruce doing?
Sitting by the fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit by the fire too and start resting because I'm tired.
Yeah, I'll sit down and have a rest then. So, in
Did
that
any of you guys get
bag,
the jobs?
I was going to say, in
No,
that bag of shit, did we get anything to do? Who's got the bag?
I just put something in the outbound bag.
I lost the bag. Sorry.
It's gonna take a little while to get a response. for that.
Just give me the letters that are in there that had like the jobs and stuff. Let me have a read.
They're in front of me on this little table here.
Cool. I run over, grab them, and just fucking have a look at these. What we got?
So the first one that you open up is very all finely written out like a contract would be, but you can kind of get the gist that the first job is dealing with roadside bandits.
Don't give a shit. Throw it behind me.
Hey,
What's
you
next?
want to know what the reward is? That's probably what you would look at first, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
It's
Yeah, but why?
one gold, or
I see
it's
bandits.
God damn it, it's 1,000 gold reward, and you get a cart.
Okay. I do not throw that away.
And
Next.
then the second one, the reward for that is about 1,000 gold, and the Guardians will send a team to help make repairs on your base.
Oh wow,
And
so
what's,
nice.
what's the job?
The job for that one is investigating some disappearances in town.
Ugh.
I mean, it doesn't say solving, so, gather information and be done.
Some people went missing. Thanks for the gold.
No. We understand why the people went missing. We didn't solve the problem of the missing people,
Mhm.
but
Well, and-
here's the information you were asking for.
And the last one?
And the last one, it is just a gold offering. It's about 2,000 gold, but it requires you to go to the next town and deal with some ruffians that have been causing some problems in that town.
Beat people up. There you go.
Nice. Meg,
Mhm.
could you give us a handout that says missions
Missions, sure.
that we as players can edit?
Oh, yeah, and then we'll add them on.
See, add, handout, missions.
So, guys, I've had a read of these. One sounds boring, but it gets the house rebuilt, which might be nice. Another one gets us a cart, or there's this one that I think Scaddy will like, and it's basically go to the next town, beat people up, and you get 2,000 gold for it.
You know me so well. Yes, my child. Yes.
Well, how about we do all three of them in back-to-back orders and then return here?
That sounds good.
Most
Can you-
amount of gold and least amount of time?
Can you send a letter quickly? Just ask if there's any like guardian tax, because I reckon that they're going to take some of this gold from us.
All right, I'm gonna grab a piece of answering paper that they use to answer our questions, turn it over, and then write on it. So, how does the reward system work? And how detailed would you like your answers to any questions you post in the request sent to us? And then I'm putting it in the outbound bag and putting it away.
You do have an inbound message.
Aha.
Is that going to be like a notification? Oh, the bag feels. Suddenly, you have an inbound message.
It's like
The
it
bag
just-
feels heavy.
Ding! It just screams, "You got mail! You got mail!" But it answers the first parcel. It answers. It says, "Please explain what building this is," and it seems confused. It's like, "What building are you talking about?" Like they don't they require more information about that. Why the law woman was so rude. They say we're unsure of which law woman, and it sounds personal. And then what perks of owning it? Owning the building, it just gives you an establishment to return home to. This is the town that you're looking after, and the guardians will assist in repairs, assuming that you do contracts for the guardian. And other creatures, let me see, or other. When the work crew arrives to fix the damage from these bandits or other creatures which...
Yeah, the building itself seems to have been inhabited by less than favorable people. And stuff.
Depends on the creatures was taken. They say that they are going to work with you to try to rebuild it again if you take jobs that correspond with that. But they say that they were assured recently that the recent inhabitants, or the last inhabitants, have been removed and you shouldn't need to worry about them. In the general area, and then they just give you maps of the town, general information about it that I'll write up for you next game.
All right.
And I take it you're going to be waiting for that next reply. Just kind of
Yeah.
opening and closing it, opening, closing it. And you were asking about the reward system, about the tax, and you get a letter back saying typically the reward is listed as offered. However, if you continuously send us garbage, we will start taxing you.
Scotty, don't send them any more shit. They'll take our money.
That's fucking boring now, anyway. We go.
All right. So I'll hold up the outbound bag and say, this now no longer is our toilet. It'll reduce
did you
our
shit in
income. No, may I? It'll reduce our income should we continue using it for that purpose.
Okay.
Yes. And so if we do the contracts, whatever reward is written on the contract is ours. Personal.
Cool.
So we get 1,000 gold each, or between us?
No, for
No,
the
it's-
team.
It's a total value. We get the 1,000 and then we need to split it the most. If we want to split it at all.
Did they give us a team name?
They
I'm looking
haven't,
for the paperwork
There
and I can't
is
find one.
a piece of paper that would be to submit your team name, and it gives you a deadline of by midnight tonight, or one will be assigned to you.
Approximately what time of day is it right now?
Um,
In this
it's
current
about noon.
realism? Is it about noon or is it about high noon?
About high noon.
Goddamn Matt Mercer.
High noon.
I'm gonna go and have a look upstairs.
Okay.
As you start going upstairs, light goes and sprints, tries to get
As
past you.
do, there is buffering because I didn't create the upstairs yet.
That's fine.
But when you go up
We
there,
get
I'll just
loading
describe
screens?
it. Yeah, when you go upstairs, it looks like it's in worse shape you're not going to be able to really do anything up there. It looks like it's more structurally sound on the bottom. Like, if you just kind of did a little bit of boarding up, like if you put a door on it right here, the front, and you closed up, like barricaded this wall, you could probably get it to be nice and warm in here again. But upstairs, there's like a lot of damage.
I like the fact that we can build this thing. It's quite cool.
Yeah, and when you guys do, like, it has nothing to do with the actual game, just more of me being the DM and I can actually edit the map. Just tell me what you want to do with it. Like, if you want freaking tiles in the room,
poles.
and just, like, tell me what you want, and I'll just go and edit it, depending on you have the right gold and manpower. Like, if you just want to clean it up, like, I can do that too.
I think we should indeed clean it up. We could use most of the rubbish to board up that entrance. Broken area.
Or, failing that, for tonight we could go and stop in a tavern and wait for this place to be fucking done by other people.
But they're not going to start building it or rebuilding it until you finish the investigations in town, so...
So we go and stop in a tavern for tonight, go and do the investigations over the next few days, and by the time we get back, they should be rebuilding it.
Or do we just fucking burn the place down?
Start again.
He's like a
Then you just have a
burn
massive
it
land.
down.
I mean, it's a lovely offer from the Guardians, but might as well fucking sleep outside. Let's go and get a nice warm tavern with a nice warm body
I
next
will
to
say
us.
that it does
beers.
have
Entertainment?
nice bones, so it's not like you have to do too much structural thing. It's more
That's fine, but there's snow on the floor, so
because it's like it's
Like-
open. There's no door
None
and
of
there's
us-
no like it just.
None
kinda
of us
flew in.
really feel like working, so
I've just
Obviously.
been
Alright.
attacked by a few creatures, and
So just so I
Southern
know what to
customs are
prepare for
strange.
next game, what is it you guys want to do, like in order?
can we have a long rest?
Like we're pretty much wrapping up. Like you guys finished the session.
Uh-huh.
So for next
How
session,
far away would be the next town by approximate?
the next town you'd be able to make it there in like I'd say about 5 hours.
So it's noon now. If we go, it take still about 5 to get there.
Yeah. So you can
Right.
go and rest in the next town, but you're not going to really be able to deal with the people that are there.
In that case, how about we take a short rest here and then move over?
And then take a long
Get
rest
some
at
nice
the
stuff.
town.
Yeah, and then we'll deal with bandits and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's do that. Let's get moving.
you guys take your short rest here and eventually head over to the next town over. You make it there pretty late. It'd be about like 6 p.m. or so, so it's like the sun's starting to set again. And then you find a nice little tavern to stay for the night. And there we have it. For next game, we'll start on dealing with the ruffians in town. And
Yeah, this is the town with the